everybody, and welcome to
I
tonight's
identify as
episode
anonymous.
with us, Ginton Dice. No, please go ahead.
Suck a dick.
That's a good identifier.
I mean, I'm just gonna point out that it probably wouldn't be a bad experience if you do it correctly and it's washed, right?
Eh, maybe.
Well,
Like, don't hate it until you try it.
we
Don't hate the player, hate the name.
are going to be unfortunately down one player tonight. But
Because he's a bitch.
but hopefully he'll be with us next time. We'll see.
Wow. Wow.
Did you see that train coming by? He's right under it.
Straight to the jugular, man. Like,
There was a no hold bar right there. So
Yeah, I had sleep, so now I'm like extra sharp.
extra feisty.
Extra feisty.
Feisty. Oh my god.
I channeling my inner release before we even started.
That's what we're here for. But nevertheless, we'll carry on as per usual. So, as always, why don't we go ahead and get right back into the swing of things. So, where are you guys, gentle, last left off? You all went, after speaking with Elise, your father, about a couple of things. You guys went to Zillicy in order to try to confront Clarence's father, along with his siblings. And during that confrontation, when Clarence was trying to reach out to him, he answered back, but in a very unexpected way of sending what appeared to be 5 what he called sentinels to y'all's location, and each of them targeting
X-Men.
yes, each of them targeting each of the siblings. Clarence, during halfway through the battle, after already losing Screecher when his arm was ripped off, and Gardos with his head being ripped off.
He's got to keep a level head next time.
Well, unfortunately. Clarence reached back out and made a deal in order to spare the party. And for that deal to be granted, he personally had to take the gems out of both of the twins. One who was already unconscious and one who was being held. The Sentinel lowered, I think it was Varul, if I'm correct. It was somebody that you brutally... Oh, it was Valrine. Lowered Valrine down while Clarence almost blacked out, and was able to pull the gem from her chest. Then went to Varul and did the same thing. After that, Clarence and Elise, while cuffed and escorted by the Sentinels, teleported back to his base, his lair, his hideout, where he has been doing a lot of his scientific configurations. There he explained his whole deal about wanting to reset magic, wanting to give everybody more of a fair shot at life, but also limiting how far the magic can go. Clarence, somewhat reeling back from what he just done, realizing he probably couldn't go back and face Garbu, who was escorted away by one of Elise's eagles to have not seen the scene that he did. Decided to try to stay with him. He also asked about Luro, which was brought out, and shown Luro's new form, if you will, more reverted into a hound of some sorts with very limited speaking. Both Luro and Clarence decided to stay, while Elise went back and tried to tell everybody else a little bit of what happened.
She held up a lot, though. She held off a lot because there's a lot that shouldn't be known.
Well, that's her choice. So,
Yeah.
after
I
everybody...
mean, how long have you played me by now? You know I don't play out all my cards all the time.
No, I'm actually saying it's good that you did that.
So,
Yeah.
both
Not everybody wants to know.
Lucy and Garbu was able to reunite with each other. Then Elise was able to come in, followed by a decent hunt for Nikolai. But once the four of you were able to reunite, you all traveled back to Crisport. And there, Elise, you went to speak to your father, almost more of a unleashing just your emotions about what happened, while Nikolai stayed down in the lower section of the tavern, speaking with all of the sailors, telling his stories. Lucy, who kind of fell asleep on the outside of Garbu's door, who was trying to make sure he was going to be okay, as he kind of hammered throughout the night of something of a new creation. So we're going to pick back up the next day, which I don't know if I changed it, so we're going to say it's the 24th. And we'll find out later. But we'll pick back up as Elise, you've carried Lucy off into y'all's room, and she's kind of quiet, a little bit as usual, but you can tell she's still kind of sad and just worried about Garbu, as he's played he had, dealt a huge toll on himself with Clarence now no longer with you guys. Nikolai, you're in your room, probably still passed out, asleep, drunk. And we'll just say Garbu at this time is currently asleep as well.
Lucy, I'm gonna have to go do some things. I think you can spend some time with Garbu. I felt like yesterday before I went to sleep, I gave him a hug and he sort of felt, I think he's ready for some company now. Plus I go deal with some affairs.
Okay. I'll go check on
I don't
him.
know, just go, I don't know, craft something together with him, Maybe he probably wants to go out to the scrapyard or the blacksmiths and maybe make something. It sounds more like up his alley right now. I like distract him. I think it's better to sometimes I say to people you need to deal with your situation, but I think for Garbu it's probably better if he delays dealing with it for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. I'll see if we can't go out and about.
Yeah. So you see what he feels like when he wakes up.
Okay. I'll if you're not around,
just ask him to message me if it's panic.
Yeah, we'll
you know we can. So if there's need, then I'll be back as soon as possible. I'm gonna go wake up that sleepy man. I'm gonna walk over and I'm not gonna knock on his door. Bam 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 bam.
Shit!
IRS! Bring out your tax records!
Is there a window?
I honestly here
It's the cheap one.
probably not, because of the fact, since you guys are staying more in the harbor district. Right
It's like a
now,
portal at best, right? I don't think he can really fit himself to that.
right now it is kind of raining as well, so
Perfect.
it's just more, the harbor district kind of doesn't have, especially even at regular homes or businesses, don't really tend to do windows as much, just because of the storm that could potentially come in. So no, unfortunately.
I will
I hear
drag
scrapping.
my. I'll just, as soon as I realize there's no way to get out, I will just drag myself to the front door, grab the short sword, and then open it, and then get ready to swing as soon as if I see an IRS agent. But
Well, the
like, not
D&D
actually
equivalent of the
swinging, but
IRS.
yeah. Oh,
I just hold up a piece of paper like a book, and I'm just like, "Sir, you haven't paid your taxes for the last 2 years." Did that
I
wake you up?
plead the.
It sounded like you woke up from that.
Yeah, thanks. What?
You're welcome.
What do you want?
Nothing, just checking how it's going.
Mm.
Like yesterday wasn't like the most usual day.
Oh, that's not your usual kind of day?
No. What
Mm.
is it yours?
No.
No. Okay, there you go.
So, yeah, we left your goblin friend behind, I guess.
I mean, didn't leave him behind. He chose to stay.
What happened with that anyway? You said you were gonna explain it without the. I kind of like slowly look over to the room where Garbu's in. Him being here, or there.
His father's not the greatest man, who likes to experiment on things, and I think Clarence saw no way out, and he stayed.
So when you say experiment, do you mean like actual experiment, or do you mean more of like testing their relationship between? You know what? Never mind.
You know, there's 4 people that all got killed. Those were experiments. He made those people, including Clarence. Like, all of them were made by him.
Roll an insight check on that.
Go
I
for
mean, yeah,
it.
it's the truth. It's the truth.
Well, he doesn't. That. This is news to him.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. I mean, you
Yeah.
wanted to know, and you're gonna get to know.
7.
But yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
there you go.
you kind of hear, it's almost like you're hearing something that just doesn't make sense, or it's because there's not really a lot of like that type, but at the same time, I'm
I
sure
assume you've probably heard of Prover at some point.
Yeah, like it's not unusual to like probably have seen or heard, people being tested on, but it's just like one of those
different races.
You never. It's almost like you heard it like it's a story until you've actually have seen it. Then you're like, oh, this stuff is real.
Oh shit! They actually do that? I thought that was like an urban legend.
No, so I wish it was an urban legend.
Yeah.
Also, I've noticed you've dropped the accent and the attitude. I was gonna ask you about that.
It's a persona that I do.
I understand.
And to not draw attention.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you it's quite the opposite. You draw attention with that persona.
Well, not in the attention. I draw that attention, but that's more of a to not get people to think I am who I am. Plus, it's bad enough that
You can keep on going if you want to. Just I'm gonna keep giving you the same shit for it. So.
Oh, that's fine. No. I just, I, I, I'm here to help you guys with whatever, because
A man with nothing to lose.
nothing to lose. Plus, you know, doesn't help when your own daughter narcs on you.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Mm.
Did you give them reason to, or did they just?
Well, we used to have, so I had my jewel shop, and we had this. She wanted to help the homeless in Alicent,
Hmm.
so I did by also having some of the homeless do some Fight Club. So we had the men and the women fight each other. Winner gets more food rations than the losers, and we would bet on the winner.
I mean, I can see why she wouldn't like that, but I think
Yeah.
to go to the extreme of like, nah, I mean, I guess I'm not in their position, so I can't really judge. But I mean, it seems a bit.
She fell in love with one of the people there.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's for you to deal with at some point. I mean, it's not the greatest thing, but then again, like it's not like we've done the greatest things either, so I can't really be too much of a judge.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why she cared so much. They were just homeless people.
I mean, there's still people even if they're homeless.
Yeah. We were making money off of it. Making money off of that. Brokering the money people would bet on the fights. We
I
would
understand how betting works.
Yeah, we would fix occasionally 1 or 2 fights.
I mean, I do hope you at one point see why she got upset at you. I mean, I think that's something you can figure out yourself. I mean, it's not too far away.
I know why she'd get upset with it. I just don't know why she narked. So yeah, she did that. I lost my business, all the assets I would have had, lost most of that. She got the shop. Yeah, and then I got beaten, not to death, but just to send a message to other people that didn't pay their taxes or their protection money.
Protection money. What? So you're being beaten by people who are also criminals?
No, the guild has a thing where
So what? The guild are criminals? I mean, checks out for that part of the world, but still.
Technically, yeah.
Man,
It's
remind me
more.
when we get there to fucking hide all my shit, so I don't fucking have to deal with those idiots.
Oh, it's fucking terrible. I'll tell you that.
I mean, I might just be a fucking, I don't know, bear walking to the city the entire time or something stupid like that, so I don't get bothered by them.
I mean, you might
Like,
get bothered by them still.
I'll be a dog or something, like a really vicious dog. Whatever. I mean,
I think you might be
sounds
okay if you're just a dog.
it sounds pretty
Shit.
interesting.
Or interesting. We'll go with that.
I mean, maybe they did you a favor and you're now able to craft your own fate somewhere else.
I don't know about did me a favor.
I said
My
maybe.
family hates me. And
I mean, family isn't everything.
well, yeah.
It's
They
like
hate me for that.
You don't choose
Yeah.
your family, right? I mean, you choose your partner in life, but you don't choose the rest of your family.
Yeah. Sure. The ex, yeah, took the daughter's side on that, saying, "How could you do something so horrible to people? These are people. You shouldn't be having them fight for more food and gold."
It does sound pretty hypocritical coming from a part of the world where people's rights don't seem to be taken one-on-one. You know what I mean?
Oh, they didn't know about it, so it was more of a.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm just saying, right? Like, if Alice said this, like, if the fucking guild is criminal and you're doing something criminal, I mean, just in line, right?
Yeah. You're not wrong.
But I'm not debating if it's like I don't think you should exploit people without homes for money. But I mean, just saying, like in the grand scheme of how it goes there, it isn't that far away from what the norm is. So I mean, I'm a bit iffy on like I sort of feel like more like they wanted your shit and they took your shit and they got away with it. Ever thought about that?
Possibly, but they didn't know about the whole homeless fight club. But I mean, the
I
fights
mean,
that
they
we
still
did.
wanted your shit. They still wanted your shit. Like they just got extra.
Yeah, I don't know if they would really run that part of the business.
I mean, this is extra money, right? Anyway, I'm not gonna sit here and like involve myself too much, but it sounds like a
No.
fun time if we ever get there, which we might.
Yeah. Kind of hoping the jewel shop went out of business after I got canned, I guess. But I don't know.
I mean, I assume it would because like you still to be a jeweler, you need specific skills now.
I taught her the
Oh, you're
tricks of
fucked.
the
Then never mind.
trade.
Never mind.
Yeah.
You're fucked. Never mind.
Yeah.
You
Didn't
know
think
what,
it was
dude?
gonna happen.
You know what,
Okay.
dude?
The whole plan was she
No,
was
no, don't worry
gonna
about it. I'm not
move to a
judging you. I'm
different
just gonna
town,
say.
and
Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna tell you. Go. Fuck those people. Go make your own shit.
I had a plan. I was gonna expand, and then she just fucked it up.
Elise, like, you know that water outside, right? Outside this place? That's where your plan is. I think it's time to come with a new one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Well,
So what's the plan today? We getting? I mean, we lost like 5 people yesterday. So do we need to
I
like
mean,
replenish them?
we only lost one. The other four,
Oh,
they were not real. They're like, I mean, technically, there was another one that I haven't talked about, but that one is still also there, still alive. But
oh, so 6. We lost 6.
mm,
Do we need to like replenish those? Do we need to? I mean, Broham, I know some people that we can get. Maybe some saps that
we'll
throw
see.
themselves away
We'll see
for
what comes
gold.
flowing, what comes flying in our direction.
Yeah.
But I mean, out of those 6 that we lost, only 2 really mattered. The other 4 were acquaintances, at best.
The
And
goblin
remember,
and I'm trying to guess.
the person you haven't met.
Okay. I was gonna guess the one that got his head ripped off, but
No. I mean, I guess the person that the head got ripped off is the one we knew the best, and then the others were like, we seen them, passed some words with them, but that's about it.
Hmm.
And I sort of felt like their days were numbered to begin with.
I mean, I don't want to criticize, but we really should talk while we're fighting. I mean, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I heard them yelling and they were staying together and everything.
I mean, I was a fucking rat. I can't fucking talk.
I didn't know what was going on, and then I thought they were gonna separate out, and then they just stood there together, and they had that magic field around them. So it's like,
I'm gonna
really,
point out, dude,
you only
that
needed one guy.
those golems were something else.
Yeah, they were.
There's something out of this time. They're not supposed to be here.
It felt like they were prepared for you guys, I guess.
I mean, the thing
magically.
is, like, so his whole shtick is right that he wants magic to be gone, in the traditional sense, and he wants to have a new kind of magic where everyone knows magic, but only up to a certain degree.
What is he, old? Sounds like a bitter old man.
I mean, he seems to be very old, but not like old in his own specific body. He has like at least leans in like clones of himself essentially, and then like he transfers his knowledge to the next one.
Hmm.
And then somehow he
like-
came back.
So like communism, but for magic. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I'm not really sure if it's. The thing is, like, he's like, oh, but the like I pointed out this flaw in his logic as well, where I said, look at how the state of the world is now. Sure, there are people with more power, but even between the people that don't have magical powers, there is a hierarchy, right? Like, you're the proof of that. Like, you don't have much magic, if any, as far as I'm aware, and like, you are still in control over other people. Like, it had nothing to do with magic.
Oh yeah.
Like, and
It's-
people are gonna be cruel to each other, no matter. Like, because it's like, oh, the magic users are cruel to the non-magic users, but people are cruel. Like, magic just enhances the capability of someone to be cruel. But if everyone is able to be cruel, there's always gonna be, or has the same level of power. Certain powers are always gonna be valued more than others, and those people will then control the people who have lesser powers. But I mean, who am I to point at the flaws in his plan, right?
You think he would realize that?
No, I don't think so. I think it's more like I think it's also he's one of those also person who's like more interested in if he can than if he should.
And he's he's right, but nothing else is right, kind of thing. Where
Something like that.
ah, wow, man, it sounded like you guys had a experience.
I mean, that's mostly me at this point, right?
Yeah, that's true.
No, I was gonna
So what's
talk to some people.
oh, okay. Like who, or do you want me to find
I
help
mean, I was
with
talking about
that,
some
or
family. I mean, the thing is, like, what you can do is like, so we're gonna fight a dragon, right?
yeah?
And it seems that you have like a finger on the low lives of a place, so maybe you could go around and see if there's some fucking people around here who want to go fight a fucking dragon, or like at least support us in that effort. If you want to, and if you just want to hang out and do random shit, I mean, it's also fine with me.
Well, I could probably get some people, but I shake my coin pouch. We gotta pay, though. That's the problem.
I mean, I don't want paid help like that. Like, because the thing is, like, what's the point of paying people when they're gonna get incinerated by a dragon, right?
I mean, we could also take the stuff off of them after they get incinerated.
Yeah, but what if the money, like, fused with them?
Look, I've done some horrible things to get expensive stuff off people. You think skin getting fused into armor is not one of them?
I mean,
It's not.
I
It's not.
assume it wasn't. I assume it wasn't, but
No, but if they have something valuable that we could sell, I will try and get it out by any means to sell it.
I mean, I don't really
Alright,
know.
fine.
It's like I was just gonna go. Like, I don't see the point of you hanging around whilst I go talk to some people and do
Yeah.
something. So it's up to you if you want to tag along. But I don't know how much you're gonna get out of it.
Okay. I'll go sell
Well, you
some
may-
jewels. Actually, I'll sell some of
Yeah.
my jewelry.
Or you
See
can
what
go
we can get off of it.
swindle some people if you need money.
I wouldn't say swindle. I would say respectable negotiations.
At least shrugs. I mean, let's put it like this: have some fun before it all goes to hell. That sounds ominous, and it is.
No, it's very right. Okay. Yes,
Imagine what happened yesterday, but then in a way, a magnitude a lot worse.
I should probably start drinking now then.
I mean, I think you might want to have your wits about you a little bit. But I mean, a slight buzz might be useful.
Yeah, that's true. Slight buzz. Slight buzz. Okay. Yep. All right. Yes. I will. Are we staying here for another night, or do we need to find another inn?
I mean, I don't really mind this place. The people seem nice. I'm just gonna tell Lucia we'll stay here for the night, and then so we know where to go. I'll go pay downstairs. So contrary to you, I do have money.
I got money.
Yeah, do you have money, or do you have money?
Money.
Okay, good. Well, try to make it money, hmm? And don't get yourself caught and thrown into jail.
I will try not to.
So swindle the right people is what I'm trying to say.
Yes, know how to swindle people.
I mean, yeah, you did
I-
set up you did set up an underground fighting ring with the homeless. I mean, in some way you do.
Yes. And I also used to sell people fake wedding rings.
No, that's horrible. That's where I draw the line. Like the
I mean,
line.
I
the
knew better.
line-
I knew better than to do it to adventurers or people that were traveling, like guild people.
Doesn't make it better. Anyway,
It
I'm gonna go.
does! I'm sorry,
Fine.
I do not want somebody to be like, oh, quick, let me use this gem supposed to revive people. Oh no, it's actually fake.
Well, you know. No, I meant.
know.
No, never mind. Never mind. Go swindle some people. Have fun.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go swindle some people.
I'm gonna go to the library because I assume that's where my sister will be.
Did we get a? Yeah, we got a long rest.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Everybody did.
Okay, I gotta yeah, there we go.
I partied to do garbage just in case.
I forgot. My food coming yet?
So you head to the library.
I need to refresh my spells as well. Apparently, I hadn't done that.
So
I love it. I love it how literally every spell had like one gone. Like I use 1/4, 1 second, 1/3, 1/4. It's like okay.
One.
I could have pressed the long rest button, but I didn't.
all right, so you head over to the library. I'll say sure, why not? You kind of look around. You check more of the usual spots as almost instantly you find her. Just it kind of amuses you a little bit, like father, like daughter. She has amounts of books. There's like a 2, maybe 3 that are just kind of like floating there, pages slowly turning, and she's like writing stuff down early in the morning.
Before I get there, I turn into a cat. And I hop onto the desk, and I knock over a pile of shit.
Let me see, just
Like I have to. Like I can't resist.
so like as she like looks like she has like 2 books in front of her, and she's like writing a little bit of notes above certain of the lines, and like you kind of pounce up on the table and like start knocking some of the books over, and she says, I'm not picking those up, you are.
Cat goes meh. Like it doesn't even make a noise. Just goes meh. And then I get up and I go back to myself. Mom, there's no fucking fun. But there's no reaction.
Not when I'm used to it.
But I haven't done it this much. How did you know? It's like it could have been just from. Okay, never mind. It's a library. It's like not like random cats go around here.
There's no animals in here, and you, in the past couple of weeks, have been the only one to do stuff like this. So
Fucking wizards. No creativity. Just books. Anyway,
well,
that's
I'm
not really.
sorry.
As I pick up the books and I put them back up.
Some of us have to actually work for our guests.
No, I mean you do have a lot more creativity. You can do a lot more things than what I can, but I mean, it just comes differently.
But she kind of goes back and kind of keeps writing, but she seems to be in a little bit, her mood kind of shifts a little bit, and she's, so, what bring you here? I thought you guys were on the other side doing things.
Oh, we never went to the east at all. It's like we stayed in the south and the southwest mostly, and then shit happened, and then we were back up here.
Oh, care to tell?
Oh yeah. That's why I came here to begin with. Also, your hair's a mess.
Look, I don't need you telling me this, okay? I have to
No, I'm gonna-
choose either.
Okay, okay. This might hurt a little bit, but it's good to talk over something like this, so you're distracted from the fact that when I do have to pull out. And she looks at the knots. One of those.
She, she's just like, please
I
don't.
mean, it's gonna look great. It's like you look like a mess, and you're so pretty, but then you make yourself look like shit.
Well, look,
It's like
these.
it's like someone took your hair, balled it up, and then left it.
Look, these tests are insane, okay? And I have to choose to either spend time studying or spend time doing my hair, and I'm making a ultimate sacrifice, okay? I am taking one
Yeah,
for
but
the team.
I'm unsacrificing the sacrifice, and I'm fixing it. But it's gonna take a bit. But we have plenty of time. I have plenty of things to talk about. But
Okay.
so just so you know, as he starts with the first things, over like it stops after like a
Like
little bit.
she
She's like, "Oh."
as she kind of goes back before like you really get started, and like right when you get to that point, she's just like, "Oh God,
It's like,
I
okay,
said
then it's like
gentle."
I start like I don't know, druid crafting a little bit of water, so it waters down shit a little bit, and then I'm just like, oh my god, this is gonna be a task. So just so for the record, I want to have this out of the way, so you don't get upset at me. We never went to the east, so you know we sort of talked about like, hey, meeting up and going to do shit. We never went there, like we never got that far. And she sort of like takes out the map, and she's like, we didn't get further here, and then she's like,
Like,
we never got to any of those fights.
well, I mean, it's all right. I mean, especially if things came up.
Oh yeah, a lot came up. So you said you met all of the idiots, right? All the bumbling buffoons.
Yes. Uh.
Yeah, the blind one, the goblin one, and the kobold one.
Yeah. Let me see if she remembers. 'Cause,
I mean, she should have high history. As a fucking wizard.
oh wait, I gotta go to this. Plus. Okay.
But
Yeah.
she's also a college student.
Yeah, that's true.
No, she has some really good bonus on that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember Clarence was the one that came and talked to me. He was really nice.
Yeah. Well, let's just keep things in order. So we went to what's it called again? Storm Fair. That's what's the place called, right? Yeah. And then so this is really funny. So we flew like Aid got taken by some crime bosses, right? Because we were like in some warehouse, and he was a dumb who didn't hide, and then he got captured. And as we were on our way there, he was on his way out again, and I noticed that. And then we picked him up with eagles. I can summon eagles, right? Oh no, I couldn't do that last time. I think when we met. Anyway, I can summon eagles, and no, I could. Never mind, I could. And when I was, and then we picked him up off the boat because I thought that would be cool. And then as I was styling, right, and I was making like a point about like look how cool we are, I looked back and I saw one of the people looked surprisingly like him. You know,
Okay.
family resemblance, and he was looking for his family, right? But we couldn't contact them. Turns out that crime boss that got captured him has like two of his brothers and his mother. And long story short, shit happened. Deals were proposed. I said, fuck off, I don't do deals. Especially not ones that are only in her favor. And he ended up staying there to like sort of make up for his brother, because his brother was really upset that he was gonna leave. Because like, hey, we haven't been together for like, how long is it now? 5 years, something stupid like that. Whatever it was. And what was more? I don't know. But I want you to stay, and like, so because you know, don't leave us. And so he decided to stay. Right. We went to go do shit, and then a little girl that we met during our travels, she turns out to have some dragon spirit, or like entity, spirit. I'd say spirit not like a dragon in the traditional sense, like the ones we know, but like more of a spirit version of it, infused with her soul. And we didn't know that until the fucking dragon tried to kill us.
At this point, you just make a general perception check, because the way I see this, you're kind of brushing, you're getting into your storytelling.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going at it.
So just make a general perception check. Okay.
25.
You see it.
Checks out.
You see as you're getting more and more heavy into the story, and you're like getting excited, like you're not realizing of how much you're kind of pulling, getting these knots out, that she casted a stone skin on herself to try to help. Cause
I'll stop being. I'll stop being a bitch. I can heal you if you're in pain.
but anyways, continue.
Yeah. So, we did beat this dragon. We almost died. We did beat him. What did we do then? Oh, the 8 left after that, so I fucked up the order. But anyway, we went up because we were gonna go deal with Clarence's family stuff. We went past home, by the way. Still pretty nice. I'm like, Mom always leaves it in a great state. But
Yeah, that she does. Ow!
stop whining. Like it's just like I'm just gonna have to do this. It is fucked. Like I have to unfuck it. So I'm leaving out like the little small details, like we fought in some tournament, we fucking owned them. We do what we do. Also, we saw this guy that we met before. I'm hopping back in time now because I forgot about it, because this was one interesting thing in that time. And like that guy, we found like these sort of legendary items from out of time, and and they had like this super fucking spicy sword. Like like you have swords, you have magic swords, and they have the spicy swords. This guy had a spicy one, spicy meatball.
Okay.
And we're gonna meet him, and I kind of want to take the sword, but probably won't happen. In the background's like, no, I'm not gonna be blurred. Fuck you, Lucy.
that one spot is like, no, I like it.
I
Your
refuse to.
Paul's old Coke bottle thing, and it's like,
Yeah. I refuse to be product placement, man. We gotta have the product placement.
But yeah,
So-
when he
but yeah,
moves
that-
away.
yeah. So like that guy has this really cool, really powerful sword that I'm kind of like, and he pulled it from like a rift, which was really fucking cool. But anyway, so then we went with Clarence to. Also, note to you: never go to Prover. Absolutely fucking sucks. Like proper sucks. Like they constantly try to make me drink fucking random shit. They want to swindle us at every fucking opportunity possible. The vibe was bad. Everything sucked. So you know, rated 0 out of 10.
There is
0 out of 10.
There is a group that is wanting to go and try to study more of this like social behavior in Prover.
Yeah, well, if they want to get fucking swindled, killed, mutilated, or any of those sorts, then fucking go
Right.
ahead. But Jesus, like some college students going to get fucked by that city. Have fun with that. You can tell them whenever you meet them that your little sisters went there and that it's absolutely fucking ass, like proper ass.
Well, I
That's
don't
proper.
like talking to them, to be honest with you. That's just
Oh well,
between
then
me
you're
and you,
good
so-
riddance. Good riddance, I guess. Then if let them get fucked, I suppose. But yeah. Anyway, now we're gonna go into the deep shit. I mean, I already had a really angry rant to that, so now I'm more of a bit of calm down version, I suppose. But so we figured out Clarence's dad wasn't the greatest person, right? So because he experimented on Clarence and gave him what he can do, and his siblings, quotation marks. And so we tried to like sort of lure him out. What we weren't ready for were 5 anti-magic golems and 1 spicy version of it, and we kind of got our asses handed to us. Well, they did. And when I say asses handed to them, I mean, and I guess at this point you see that Elise's energy goes down from like being very up about talking about everything to like completely sinks down. A very brutal, non-caring, I wouldn't say execution, but yeah, it wasn't a pretty sight.
She
We're
does.
talking
She
severing.
she does stop and kind of like shift a little bit to look at you and just, are you okay?
Not really. I am in the acceptance of my situation, of what happened, but yesterday you probably would have met a really angry version of me who was ready to burn the world down, but you know, it's not really productive, is it?
I'm sorry you had to go through something like that.
Yeah, it is. It is a occupational hazard, I suppose. But yeah, so Clarence made a deal with his father, although I suppose he's the closest. I think he can actually, out of all of them, claim some family connection relative to the others. Considering he seems to be more like a direct clone of him, or like a version, whatever. I don't understand. Anyway, the guy wants to like spread magic to everyone and to limit the power of magic. So essentially, what you and me are, that shouldn't exist, and what our fathers and father and mother is, we are too powerful and we're selfish. Blah blah blah.
I mean, that is just how to put it. Through time, there is those types of people, but you know they never prevail because they always wanted to do more harm than good. So
Yeah, well, it's also because they got stopped by people. But yeah, those golems were bad business. And I was originally going in to make a sort of a deal with him to use those golems to fight the dragon, which I'll come to later. But then he did something to. And I think now she will really see at least like darken. Some things are unspeakable but have to be spoken about, and turning someone into an animal in as a punishment. That's where I draw the line for irredeemable. And one day I will end his life and his clones' lives.
how's Clarence doing?
He stayed. He saw no way out, and I don't know if it was part of the deal, but he was at rock bottom, having to. Well, I didn't say that yet, but he had to finish the job on two of his siblings. So I don't know really what went through his head, and that's for him to know, but I can't imagine it being anything good.
You see, she kind of does a little wave in the air. Clarence, you receive a message. It kind of comes in slightly, almost like staticky in a way. You would probably assume it's just because that's where you are. It sounds from a voice you've met before, so it sounds familiar, but your mind is still kind of in a weird place after everything that's happened. But a feminine voice reaches to you and just, hope you're okay. If you ever need to talk, you could try to reach out to me.
Oh. Who are you?
and she doesn't respond. At least for the time being. And at least you wouldn't understand a sending spell. You've seen it plenty of times. But after she's done it and kind of sits there for a second and just taps her fingers for a moment and kind of just sits there to looks like maybe continue listening or maybe ponder on some couple of thoughts.
So yeah. I don't really hold against Clarence what he did. I understand that he did what he did to him. I'd say mostly save Garbo because I would have been fine. And I also took Garbo away so he wouldn't have to see any of this. But I think we'll not see Clarence for a while, and when we do see him, I hope he doesn't stand in my way.
Well, hopefully the good will prevail. This sounds just like a very bad moment in time.
Tell me about it. But yeah, I mean, you haven't seen much of my powers since, but I am extremely proficient at reducing people's life to non-existence. And in creative ways. And it's gonna take time. But the goal is to end his power. I am not gonna allow him to do what he wants to do. He has to also pay for his crimes. Because he's committed many. We all have to do at some point for pay for our crimes, but there's sins and there's crimes, and I have to rephrase and I'd say he's committed sins. All in the pursuit of science, as he calls it.
You just need to take care of yourself and make sure you're not getting hurt in some sort of way. These people, even throughout history, are very bad to deal with.
Yeah, don't worry, maybe I'm also bad to deal with. It's not like I'm the, how do you call it? The little schoolgirl that does as she's told and does the nice things. I am not in the clear either, so. I wouldn't say that I commit sins or on purpose go out to hurt people, but if you hurt me, I will hurt you back. And he has hurt me, so he will be paid in full in due time.
Okay. Have you told Father of this?
I know, yeah, I told him to watch. Because whereas I want to spare you some of the details, is one thing to talk about and one thing to see. I mean, if you really want to see, you can see.
No.
But I sort of felt like Father, if anything, needs to say these kind of things. Like, he is the person, if anyone, he's the guy, right? You know?
Yeah.
And whilst you're in the way of his studying, like you're like him, I am in his rootlessness like him.
Yeah, I don't necessarily have the stomach for a lot of the gory stuff. I mean, I'm sure you probably still know that, but It's
They all have different traits.
well, I feel like I know what my mood is for the rest of the day now.
Also, I think with Clarence, I assume that's who you sent the message to. He is in a state right now, and I'm sure one day he'll gather himself, but I think it will take a good while. It's not an easy thing. Leaving your brother behind, the one person, well, like, even though they are in no way blood related, I think if there's anyone who are brothers, it was them. And referring to Garbo, of course. And what he has done, I think that's gonna weigh on his soul for a while. But of course, I'm not gonna stop you from doing what you want to do. You do what you want to do, but I'm just letting you know that, as bad as it sounds, it was that bad. You know, it sounds really bad, and it was that bad. I have seen. I fought bandits, I fought dragon spirits, I fought random ass mutated creatures, and I am gonna tell you that this was mentally the roughest one so far. That said, we can talk about something else now. Unless you want to keep on talking about that specific subject.
Hmm.
But the dragon has been on everyone's mind. We probably have a way of knowing where he, or I wouldn't say knowing where he is, luring him to a specific place. And we are gathering people to fight him. I do not want you to fight him, because I don't want all of our family to be in one place to fight him. But we are gathering a bunch of people to get him, overwhelm him, kill him, and restore some
hold
order
on,
of peace.
hold on. No, out of
Yes.
all of the ideas that you have, that might be something I don't think you should do. Leave it to like Father and the rest of these higher capable
No,
people.
Father wants to stay. Father needs to stay because the dragon is probably gonna go.
Elise, how am I supposed to just sit here now and watch my little sister just go
So
off
cool.
and like fight the most evil thing that's out there?
It's the second most evil thing. There's one thing. The thing that controlled is worst. For completion's sake.
And you want to incur that wrath as well, or something? Or have you lost your mind too?
Elise checks her notes. Yes.
Oh God.
And
I mean,
Have you
we've
told-
already incurred it.
have you told Father this?
I mean, who do you think I'm planning this together with?
No. I'm gonna go have a word with him.
No, like
No.
Father
You-
understands, like me, things need to be done, and I feel like he believes in me now, like that I can actually do stuff, which I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy.
At least you don't have to prove yourself to anybody.
No, it's proving to myself. I kind of like doing this stuff.
You like risking your life the most dangerous way possible. Like, some
Yeah.
small things I can be okay with because I know you could probably get out of it, but come on. Not this.
Well, someone has to stop him, and we have the tools to get him somewhere.
How?
The girl, the spirit, like the spirit is the key to getting the dragon there, because the dragon came to get the spirit.
And you're gonna
But he
use her
failed.
as bait?
No, we're gonna use the spirit as bait, but we need to get the spirit out of her.
And how are you gonna do that?
Some fucking old dragon crap. There's some, like, up on the Silici Island there. There's like this old tomb. I wouldn't know. Unholy place, holy place, relics. Like, there's this obelisk there and this wall, and apparently, according to the Platinum Dragon, Bahamut himself, the answer is there. The tools are there. And if a god tells us that they are there, you know, who are we to argue?
This has to be one of the most stupidest things you have thought of.
Yes. I'm not disagreeing.
Well, she does kind of stand up and like take the brush kind of like out of your hands a little bit and just kind of it's like her trying to use it as a weapon, looking like pointing it at you.
Mm.
I'm vetoing this, and I say
I,
no.
I take out the spear. I'm like, I have a bigger stick.
Is this
Uh-oh.
where you really want to go?
No, I'm just messing with you.
I don't want you to get hurt. These
It's way past that point.
no, well not. It sounds like you just
mean,
got
I've already
lucky
been hurt.
a second ago, and you want to go risk your life like right after that again.
I mean, yeah, it has to be. The dragon has to be stopped. Have you seen what's happening in the
I'm
rest
not.
of the content?
I'm not denying that he. Yes, like it has to be stopped, but that's why there is more stronger people. Let like some of the guild leaders handle them or something.
I mean, have you seen those champions? The fucking Ginton one is nothing but a X one is nothing but a ladies man. Like they're useless.
I mean, I've heard a little bit of rumors here and there, but even look at the tournament. He was able to hold his own. Like, one of the top 2 of the strongest people alive, I would almost say.
Mm-hmm.
So...
We're not gonna be alone. We're gonna, like, get people from guilds and dragons and stuff.
Elise, I don't want... I can't lose you.
That won't happen.
How do you think I'm going to feel if I'm just sitting here in class doing just whatever while you're out there probably bleeding to death in some field that nobody fucking knows?
But I won't be alone.
Okay, great. You get to die with everybody else. That's also going to help my mind. He took out 2 dragons the moment he got transformed. I think you're going to need more than a couple of people and whatever else.
And it's not gonna be just people. It's gonna be dragons, like the bigger dragons as well, not just the wimpy dragons that fought in there. I mean, we have to. I think it's not gonna be easy. I know that, and it's gonna be difficult, but it needs to be done. Like we can't let this dragon go around.
It can be done
And, like,
by
what am I
somebody
supposed-
else.
Yeah, but that's like if everyone says that, then no one does it.
Make a persuasion check. With advantage because you're family.
Oh, thank God.
For the record, I do not like this whatsoever. I cannot get behind this. I think there is plenty more capable people to go and risk their lives. Maybe if you thought of a plan, you can give it to them and let them go do it. But I can't get behind this. I don't need my little sister dying somewhere. But if you insist on going, then I'm going too.
Oh shit.
I mean, just don't get yourself killed.
Well, I'm not going to just let you go off and get yourself killed while I'm cozy in some, magical library. What kind of sister would I be if I allow that to happen?
I mean, I didn't come here for you to help me. It's more well, you've interjected yourself and you're coming now. But I mean, I wasn't gonna.
Well, I would
Ask.
prefer neither of us going.
Well, you can stay.
Are you going to stay?
No. I mean, you know me. I do what I want. And in all seriousness, without being a little sister and being annoying, it's like things have been happening. I don't know where my powers come from or what they are, but from what I've seen, they're fairly rare. I mean, like you, mother, father, wizards seem common, right? Sorcerers, the like, but most people of my nature are the more nature kind. Forgive the pun. But my power seems to be coming from somewhere else. And I feel I have it for a reason.
And you want to just go throw it away, apparently.
No, it needs to be used. Like what use is there of keeping a
There-
magical artifact in a box in the corner and never use it?
There is other means. Always other means.
Sometimes there aren't. Like what was I supposed to do yesterday? Were there other options? Probably, but were they going to be violent and risk me actually dying? Yes. I mean, I could have died yesterday at multiple occasions, but I chose not to because I'm not stupid. Like I might do, it might seem stupid on paper, like oh we're gonna go fight arguably the most powerful dragon on this continent. But at the same time, it's like it's not like I don't have an out strategy. I always do. It's just how long am I willing to stay to help others?
When are you going to do this?
Well, first we need to wait for the two other idiots to show up. The voice and the sword carrying person. Then we need to go figure out how to. They are like somewhere, and she points them up somewhere here, ish at this point. I think they're like moved a little bit now, like there. And I have to go get them. Then we have to go to that place. We have to go figure out how to help Lucy get the dragon out, get that thing out, or like whatever solution that shit place is gonna give us. Once we know how to do it, then the messages needs to go out. We always send out messages for people to start working on it, but then we need to actually say, okay, come here at this specific time. That's where we are right now. It's like it's gonna take a while. I'd say like a week or two, at least. Wait. A week and a half. Forgot that the weeks are longer.
Well, you better be keeping track with me day to day.
I mean, I can't send messages, but I can try. I mean, I might be out of town. That's what I'm saying.
I will send something to you daily.
Sure.
And if I catch that you are lying to me for one bit,
I mean, why would I be lying?
I'm just saying, if you lie to me...
I mean, the thing is, like, I am not like that. You know, I don't lie.
I know, but you know I don't like this, and...
I mean, I do lie, but not to my family.
Well, let's just say it like this. If you lie to me, and that dragon doesn't kill you, I will.
You can certainly try.
Mercer.
I'm gonna go talk to some of my professors.
Also, you want before you go, let me finish this last bit. And I had this, I have a compensation for the last bit because this is gonna suck. You can use this for now. I want it back when we're done, but just to make you a bit more at ease, I'm gonna put the rope. I take out the fight rope. It looks really weird, like it looks really flashy, right? But it's really nice. I just throw it around there, and I'm just like tie it, and I'm like, okay, now sit down. And then I just tighten the thing so it activates.
As like, it almost is like something that somebody needed for a very long time. And she's like, I'm not giving this back.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm taking it back.
Still mad at you.
I don't care.
I'm gonna be here for a moment.
Well, I have nowhere to go anyway, so.
And she's just
Also,
like zoned out, like.
yeah, I'm just sitting there like doing the rest of my hair. I'm like, oh, she doesn't protest anymore. Nice. Now I can actually get somewhere. Anyway, if you want to go do something with the rest, you can. Now's your time.
So Nikolai, what is it that you are going to do?
I'm gonna see if I can find more of like a black market place to sell some questionable jewels and gems. Kind of like a
So
like a really shitty flea market.
mm,
And you know thieves can't, right? Don't forget, like people who play rogues forget this all the time. You can look for like just interjecting real quick. Don't forget you can look for like thieves can't messages like on walls and shit. You know.
make a investigation check.
Because people who play rogues always forget that.
Hang on. I just decided to message me because apparently people decided now is a good time to message me instead of
Don't fuck.
investigation. Alright. Don't
That-
suck.
Hey,
14.
pretty decent.
Dang, that's a bit below
Um,
average.
So you kind of go around, you try to ask some shady people, you know, at least what you view as shady, and try to view around, and you kind of come to the idea this is not the place you want to do any illegal activity.
Yes.
This is
Okay.
this is almost a complete 180 from from Elisette, and is like, you ask around, you get really no answers, or the some you do are just like asking if you're stupid, and you probably come to the conclusion that maybe this isn't the place that you need to try to find any dark or black market stuff. You're like, maybe this just is not the time or place to look for it.
Alright, I'll find a more legitimate jewel shop and see if I can sell some of my gems there.
Are you doing the which ones are you doing?
They're the legit ones.
Okay. I would say that would be easy enough. You could come across
Are you going to liquidize?
you could come across some and easy enough sell whatever gems that you currently have to get some coin.
Can I test? Like, what kind of jeweler is this? Can I see if he's like actually looking at this really hard? Like, you know, like kind of like Walmart cashier guy. Like, oh yeah, I'll give you 100 gold for this. Kind of like not even looking at him, or is he like looking at him long?
Let me take a look at something, but I kind of have an answer already.
And I'm
Let's
just
see.
throwing people at Walmart under the bus.
Yeah, you did. How dare you?
Yeah.
So let me ask, you kind of know, do you want to try to go to one that's in the inner circle or the one on the east side?
Which one's more rough and tumble?
There's no rough and tumble in this place.
Damn it. Okay, let's go center. Let's go inner circle. Inner circle one then.
Okay, so you go to the sparkling anklet. And
oh god, that sounds fancy already.
Well, I wonder if Nikolai figured out that Elise swindled him by saying he could swindle people.
So you go in there and you, like, you know, talk to them about wanting to try to sell some of your gems, and they'll, you know, talk to you at first and they seem more casual, but then when you're like ready to hand over the gems, so you know, to see what are they going to look at it or whatnot, they come with a very special box and they kind of open it and they're like, please go ahead and put your gems in here.
Okay, I put the real ones in there since
You do
You
that.
just got them to
and,
you did a vibe check and you figured out if I fuck up, I fuck up.
you put it in there, and more specifically, they were wanting you to empty it into there, just so you are aware.
Yep, yeah, I'm emptying them in there.
They closed the
It's
lid.
more of like a vibe check.
Yeah, they close the lid very carefully without touching the top part, and when they kind of close it, they push a little bit toward you, like, now please, if you'll put your hand on top of the lid. This is just to help seal, so we know, and you know that, they're going to be taking very well care of while we examine them.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna just act like I don't know what's going on. So what's for the sealing purposes? Like, why are you doing that? Trying to act like a tourist.
Well, this is a kind of helps precaution a lot of things, as we do try to make sure that we run and showcase that our more well establishment of seriousness that we take with this type of stuff. We want to make sure that if somebody randomly came in to try to steal this box, for an example, unless they're you or the inspector, is not really going to get that box open. And
fucking Nikolai's writing down notes. Shit, I should have had one of these.
Yeah, no kidding.
and it kind of goes into a little bit further, just more personal business deals to make sure things, are legit the way they seem to be.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, totally. So, like, does this box like check? Like, what does this box do exactly besides keeping them in there?
Well, I mean, it kind of more of a business secret, but it just lets us know if
sure.
These are indeed just gems. Let's just put it simple.
Don't want counterfeits or what have you.
No, sir, we definitely do not. But if you can, go ahead and please place your hand on top of the lid.
I had my hand on the lid already.
Okay. Well,
It was just me being like the social Midwestern kind of thing.
So when you go to put your hand on the lid, and it's like you feel it kind of push down a little bit, you see where the opening parts of it almost looks like it gets completely sealed, like there was no opening at all. And when you kind of take your hand off, you see your handprint still there until it slowly fades away. And like you just feel like it's not like a burning, it's just like a weird tickling sensation in your hand, and it kind of fades pretty fast.
How much were you wanting for these gems?
Well, that would be up to our inspector. He would have to go and inspect them to make sure the quality, the cut, and everything else, and we can kind of go off of that about the value.
Yeah, just let me know when he's here.
Oh, I mean, he's here already. I just got to take this into the back for him to add to the orders that he needs to inspect.
Okay, how long will that be?
Shouldn't be too long. He's let's just say he's more of a highly professional on this part of the region. So he can get things done pretty fast.
Okay, just find a spot to sit and wait then.
Not a problem. I'll go ahead and take this in the back for him. And she carries it.
As soon as I sit down, I'm like, mother damn it, why didn't I have one of these?
Takes it into the back. Like within 10 minutes, she comes back with like a kind of like an envelope deal, and gestures you to come over, and as you do, would you have told them your name by chance, or what name
Yeah.
would you? Okay, Mr.
Or
Edison.
I'll say I told him. Oh yeah, we'll go with it.
No. What would you have done?
I would have said my name was Skylar Thompson.
Okay. Mr. Thompson, I have the envelope here from the inspector, and here you go. You can open it and see what he says the value of your gems are. And so
I'll
whatever
open it and see what it.
whatever the value or however many gems that you have is the value he's willing to sell it for.
Would he be willing to go up a bit? It's 100, so about 100. Would he be willing to go 120 or 110?
I'm sorry, we are not more of the negotiating kind. It's just more of a straight up of what the value is for one for the other.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that 100 gold should be fine then.
Okay. I will as they reach back out for the letter, and do you give it back to them?
Yeah.
Okay. They take it, take a look at it, and just okay, easy enough. Kind of walks off. Gets a nice little box that's kind of like a little bit it's almost like kind of decorated to where you could probably sell the box and get a couple of extra coins from somewhere else, but it's not like a super like, oh, here's like an extra $100 box to have your gold in.
But it's a
Damn
$5
it.
box. It's a $5 box.
Yeah.
It's a $5 box. Okay, that's fine.
But so they come back and put it down for you, and here you go. And just so you're aware, if you do keep in the business of the gems and want to keep trying to selling it to us, then I'm sure we could work out some sort of deal and arrangement to where it could benefit you on a more a more economic feeling. But other than that, thank you for coming in, and I hope you have a very wonderful day.
Yep, you as well. I will leave the shop. I wait till I get about 30 to 40 feet away. Son of a bit, damn it!
It's like, do you feel like an amateur right now?
Yeah, they're just shit. It's more like, damn it.
Nikolai
I am
came
getting old.
Nikolai's came to swindle people, but he felt like he's behind the world. Like he's an old man now.
The world has passed me by.
And you're left in the dust.
Yep. I'm gonna go find somewhere to sell the box for like, I don't know,
Make a
1 or 2.
just make a persuasion check.
Can I deception this? See if I can sell it for 10 by hyping the box up.
Sure, why not?
Okay,
Do it.
27.
Oh shit! Almost the fucking crit. Ah, too bad. If you crit, you could have probably gotten even more.
I could have. Damn it.
So you you took the box and you were kind of looking for a place maybe a little bit further away from the inner part of the city to try to sell your box to. Whether it could be people or just another regular business. I would say you was at least a little bit smart enough to know that you probably have to change it up a little bit. You moved a few things around, maybe add some fakery to it to make it more bedazzled.
Mhm. Yeah.
You
but
sold your fake gems.
but
I could.
you went and was able to convince this person that this came from a more of a royal family of uh, not like an ancient past, but just a while back. And this is just one of those things that they like their fortune kind of plummeted. Their stuff was sold out, but very very famous. Like, and you're bullshitting them all nine
There's the
yards.
old lady as well, right? Like this old lady who's just like, oh, I got this thing from royalty.
Yeah.
Oh, it was quite nice. Yeah. The rule they were very well known rulers in their
it's
land.
a good thing you rolled so high because it's kind of gotta you like you need
but
to
I'll say you,
like someone standing next to you is the actual swindlers. Like you need to like not lay it on that thick. Like calm down a little bit.
but we'll say for 25 gold,
Oh my God.
you
You swindled.
you talk that box up.
You swindled for yeah. You actually did get the swindle. Good job.
Okay, we're taking this
We're-
victory lap.
yeah, instantly drinks up the 20
I
gold.
still got it. I wait until I get all the way back to the tavern, and I say I still got it.
Still
Do a little,
swindling.
like, I do like a little like fake polish on the chest, like.
Good job, man.
Victories.
Small victories, right? Big, like small W's but big W's at the same time.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you guys doing now?
Oh wait, I should probably finish up my thing. I just want to give him some time because I was looking at the time and I was like, wait a minute. I'm just talking and talking. As Elise is done with her brushing of her hair, and she looks at this like, see, I told you look pretty.
Well, thank you. But I
Also, I'm gonna
did-
take my rope back.
No, keeping it.
No,
No, keeping it. Finders
that's
keepers.
not how it is. And this is not how. Yeah, exactly. That's why I have it.
Yeah, no, that's why I have it.
I take out the stick. I'm like, I have the biggest stick. Remember, it's mine.
I'm so tempted.
But do you want to go fucking
Do it.
magical?
Do it. Do it. Fucking do it. Do
No,
it. Do
I-
it. Do it.
We can't
Oh.
be doing that in the library. That is the
Yeah,
rules.
don't forget I can turn. Don't forget I can turn into a bear.
Don't forget I can turn you into something else other than a bear.
Well, I have a good wisdom save, so
You don't
Give my
need
stuff
it
back.
until after
No.
the fight, because like, I need this, okay?
no, stop
Anyway.
being a bitch.
No, you stop being hoardy.
Of course, you know I like to hoard shit. I always hoard shit.
Well, look, this is an intervention for you as she's like slowly has gotten up and is like, as you guys are talking, she's like trying to put herself on the other side of the table.
I'm just gonna point out that if you try to run, I will find you, and I am faster than you in every way. Like you're a wizard, I'm a druid. It's like I can get to you.
You might be able to, but it will take you time, long enough for me to still get more use out of this.
Fine, you can borrow it.
That's what I thought.
It's only because I don't want to go to Dad and make him fuck you up.
Dad, she stole my rope.
Yeah,
I think Dad would be too busy to deal with our shenanigans.
I mean I could also take it by force, but I feel like that would destroy the sisterly bond that we have, and we had a good moment, so I don't want to ruin that.
Well, I need to go talk.
Because
to the
I do have a lot of shit that she has a bag of holding. I do have a lot of shit in here that I could use.
she kind of looks at her bag and like, I have a lot of shit too.
Yeah, but I've been going around hoarding shit across the continent. I use it in this place. How do you think I got that thing? Hmm?
Okay, look. First off, you don't need to be fucking rubbing it in. That's lame. Lame as shit.
Yeah. I have a spoon that that tastes like everything tastes like cinnamon. It's great for eating stupid cleric mush. I put it back. I'm gonna tell you, cleric mush sucks ass.
Okay.
I'm not taking notes, but I'm making a note of that so that I can tell Garbu next time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyways, I need to go talk to my professor so I can get something planned out if we're going to go do this thing.
Wait, I at least writes it like in her notes, like borrowed to Seste on the road. Like, I mean, okay, I'll give it. I'll let you have it for now because you have more need. Like, I don't really use that in the wild, and you're like stressed out from all your tests.
Good. I'm glad you could see it my way.
Yeah, little bitch. Who's the little sister now? Hmm?
I mean, I'm still winning, so I don't care.
No, you're losing. You just
Nope.
don't know it yet.
Nope.
I mean, you've decided to fight a dragon. So I mean, who's losing now, bitch? Got you.
Victory.
She just starts walking away.
He just stands there, lifts up her arms.
There is like
Oh.
as she's walking away, there is a librarian that came up and like, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to be quiet, please. This is a place of solitude, and
Learning.
you're being
And winning.
you're being loud. Calm it down.
What?
And winning.
No, I'm just leaving anyway. Don't worry about it. I turn into an owl and I fly off.
There's no animals. Oh my god.
I make sure that I
You
fly
crapped
through their hair and take a
crapped
shit
on
in their head.
And, like, just as both of you left, and like, as you two wouldn't know this, but she's just the rudeness of some people. Looks at the table. Who is going to pick this up?
And he's just like, winning. She leaves the library.
So,
Like as the moment that she gets out of the, wasn't it raining?
yes.
Good. Like I guess on the way out of the library, on the way back to the things, I guess she, because it's rainy, right? She takes up her traveling cloak, put it over her head, and just has a somber walk in the rain back.
Okay.
She sort of calms down after that. She's like, and then because then she remembers what's going on, she's just like, "Yep, things fucking suck." And then she makes her slow, sad walk in the rain back.
Okay. I'll say this, and it could be up to you guys. Since you guys have talked about it before, Garbu could have spent this time probably messaging a couple of people about the upcoming dragon event and trying to get some yeses and nos.
Mm-hmm. Should we?
Dragon Con.
I mean, I
Yeah.
guess we should message Paragon
We'll say
and ask her about their end of the deal.
we'll say because
Message Paragon, message Raka, and maybe
you can choose 3 people.
yeah, exactly.
So
So the Raka dragon, Paragon.
Paragon.
Should we ask the Steel
Who's the-
Lady? Steel Dragon, the bitch, the one that, the hot tub lady.
That was hot. Get it?
Mm-hmm. I mean, we can ask the hot tub lady as well, right? We can ask, see what she says. Yeah, Jojo will ask hot tub lady as well.
Okay. So, Paragon, anything specific to Paragon, or just about like what can she do to all of them?
Yeah, like that's like the plans are forming, but it's like we don't know the exact details yet. But how is it? It's more like, I guess we're just more like checking. It's like, hey, like we're trying to get things together. We need to sort of know who's coming and who's not coming. and we want to get as many as possible so we can
Okay.
end this dragon essentially and
Okay.
restore peace to our new empire. No, I'm just kidding. Had to throw in a Star Wars
It's a
reference there.
democracy, a republic.
Okay, so
You were meant to join the or destroy the Sith, not join them.
we'll start off with this. Paragon was reached out first. Once again, Paragon stating as if Nodrin, which is Crisport the Gold Dragon, and because this is happening at Zillicy, if Zeldrin is also coming, so the Gold and Amethyst Dragon, keep her informed about them two. If all three can get a kind of like vibe of like, if you go, we'll go. If you go, we'll go. Then I guess that means we're going type thing.
Yeah, I mean, with this one we have essentially talked to. Like, it's already confirmed she is coming if they are coming. Like, I guess like over the the next few days, because I think, or I can say even if we don't really progress that many days, we will message them saying like, "Hey, the other dragons come if you come." So it's more like just everyone just show up and we'll get it done. You know.
So we'll say for a fact, you know that Paragon is pretty much saying yes. You guys have already talked to Zeldrin before, and you know that she said the same thing. If they are going to go, then I can go, because they are a little bit more. She's not on their level, but she thinks she can help out in some sort of way. So she said yes.
We're right next to. We don't have to. We can talk to the dragon here.
Yes.
Like face to face.
Your father mentioned, as long as you guys.
Oh, well, we can talk through my father.
Yeah. You would tell you will talk with your father about the idea, and he will go and speak on y'all's behalf.
Mm-hmm.
Then you messaged Zelor, the bronze dragon in Raqqa. She says she's still...
But we're not asking her, not about her. We're not asking her what she can send. Because like we know that she can't come because we know that she's fucked up.
Okay, so she says that she can send a couple of guild members.
And they should probably make their way already.
More of a higher ranking guild members. She won't be able to send the champion, but these should have some decent
firepower
capabilities. And because of the fact that it's a guild who is sending them, it's going to be very quickly, because of the fact of most guilds, if not almost all of them, there's a couple that are left out, almost all of them have think of kind of like a teleportation circle.
Oh, okay.
Hooked up to each of them, but
that checks out.
They don't use it that often unless it's some sort of serious emergency type deal.
Yeah, and since we're in good standing with the guild here, like they could easily get here.
Yeah, so
well, we're good standing with my father, who's the guild.
Yeah, so it would be just
tell us when.
It could be, like, hey, speak with, like, let the Crisport Guild, let the Templar Senate know that we want to send people, and they have to pretty much like almost like open the portal, given access for them to come on through. The same thing actually though with Paragon. She would have said the same thing.
Yeah. Okay, so we don't have to like start moving. They sort of can get here when they need to.
Yeah, she can send because of the fact that everything seems to be somewhat okay with how Zetham is happening. Bill, the current champion, right? Bill, that's his name?
Yeah, I think it's called Bill, yeah.
Yeah. 1L. He is able to come and help.
Science guy.
And so they will send a couple of their guild members, including their champion, to come and help. Once again, access. You call out to Zillosi, right? To
Hot tub
Gazarish.
lady.
Um, she responds that she does not think she will be able to, as most of her members are on more recon missions that are happening, and doesn't really have anybody to currently send, but has offered to try to send some basic supplies, whether it's food, medicine, potions of this stuff. Is willing to send some sort of aid to help before and after.
Better than nothing, right?
If we
More
don't
than
use it, we can
more,
sell it.
as you mean more than I expected.
So,
If we don't use it, we can sell it.
we
Just
will
wouldn't they?
say
What?
conversations, and to kind of speed up a little bit things here and there. Because let me see as well. Probably what one? I need this. What, 1, 2, 3, 4.
How many days has
5,
it been since we talked
6.
with them? Like
And
3
then-
days?
We'll say. Hold on. So. Oops. Okay. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we spend the next 5 days of this, the next 5 days could be going back and forth, trying to communicate with certain people to try to get something worked out.
I think we should also ask Beaumont, right? Or have my father ask Beaumont if they want to come and send some people.
Okay, so you spend a couple of days, and we're going to say about 5.
Also
Ab-
looks at Bryce, who new character it is.
Well, hold on. We'll spend a couple of days, about 5 days, just constant messaging. Garvu seems to be kind of dull, but he's trying to figure it out. But as you guys are formulating a plan, he does understand the significance of this, so he's tagging along in a sense, right? He's trying to keep his mind focused. So he's wasting spell slots sending, since you guys are going to be here for a bit. Communicating back and forth with your father, trying to get a couple of things worked out here and there. As I'm gonna go ahead and do this too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which it's going to be raining like all week.
That's great.
And bless you.
Thank you.
Okay. get
Puts
off
the
of that.
mood right.
Yep. So, we'll say here on the 5th day, tomorrow, which it is 29th, so on the 30th, you think it should be about that time from the last message that somewhere through the week you've messaged that they should be kind of close enough. They mentioned something about having to get a little more closer to the tides area, and they said they could explain more later.
Oh, that works out fine for me because I was planning to go home anyway.
But with a lot of the communications done, there was a tavern set up almost requested by the guild, by this Templar Senate, to house all of these people that are coming, so they at least have a place to kind of stay and crash until the big day comes. You guys go to the inner chambers of the guild hall. Where your father escorts you guys to, because this is more of a limited access to some people. And you guys wait that day for these people to come through. The first set, which is Ginton, which you do see Bill and a couple of other individuals, but he comes up and greets you guys. Hey, long time no see. How you guys been?
Up and down.
Well, and we can do some introductions later, but this is about some of the guild members that we were able to bring along. I hope that's going to be enough.
Yes, shit, sorry, I got this weird cough.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
Well,
I mean, none of us know how strong that dragon actually is.
Paragon has informed me to keep her in check when we do make the travel up to Zelosis, that she will then travel and meet us there. So, a little bit of final preparations on her end before she leaves Zintham. You know, leaving the protection type thing. So, but yeah, where do we need to go? And your father does more of a general, like, welcoming, kind of like bowing in a sense, because as a champion of another guild and stuff, trying to show a lot of...
we're just like talking to him like, hey buddy, like,
yeah,
Super cash.
he's trying to show a lot of respect, and
we know Bill, he's chill.
Has one of the acolytes, and just please, if you can go ahead and escort them to the tavern, that would be great. If you will follow them, please, Mr. Bill, and thank you for helping us. Not a problem. Thank you. And he goes on his way.
I think if Beaumont people are coming, by the way, I think we'll just tell Garby to stay away for a little bit. Just a precaution if Beaumont people are coming. If they are.
Yes, they are. Yeah, they probably would.
I mean, it's asked by not asked by us as people. It's asked by this guild.
They send a couple of individuals. You know, none of them. But
I mean, we would have like a day.
Kind of, you know, take off a little bit of their headgear and just introduce themselves, and your father once again being very polite, and kind of leaned in to tell you, like, there's currently these people shouldn't have any idea about your buddy.
Still better to be safe for now.
I kind of tried to pull it a little bit extra strings, but you need manpower. Here's manpower.
Exactly.
And so another acolyte takes them and goes, and then the porter for Raka opens up, and as they come out, and you can see there is a couple of familiar faces as some of the guild members that were in the tournament, not the not the people of the Ragers, not them.
No, they're more like show. They're like
they're the
show group.
They're the show group. They're like they're the wrestling like
they're the wrestlers.
We're entertainment. We're not like. But these are the guild members.
Also, you're telling me John Cena's not coming?
Well, it's not like you could see him anyway. These are some of the guild members that were in the final fight. That you guys, and you can see as she takes off the hood, Prime is there.
Hey. We just go like, hey. How's that 5 times training coming along?
It's coming along.
Oh shit!
Damn, buddy. You see, all my characters stop moving. All of a sudden, I go like,
I wasn't expecting that one. I was
Yeah.
not.
I know.
all my characters stop moving, and just like they have like an internal monologue with each other. It's like, damn, son, damn, damn, buddy. Wait a minute, it's just Prime, whatever. It's like,
Oh,
so the 5-time training is coming along great.
It's doing pretty well. How are you? How's everybody?
Fucked. We're
Oh,
doing okay. Like I point at look like there's one missing. And
where's
technically two
fart-
for you.
the farting guy? And Luro?
Oh, 3.
Yeah.
Because 8's also not.
And the blind man?
Yeah,
What
things went,
happened?
things went down south. I mean, 8 is still alive. He just went with his family. We found his family in Storm Fair. And he stayed there to repair his family ties.
Well, that sounds good. At least there's
Yeah,
a
I mean,
happy ending there.
Yeah, but Clarence and Ro, I think that's a conversation for not here.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry. It's nice to see you.
Yeah. Ready to fight a dragon?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Damn right.
Oh. Hello.
This is
What's
Nikolai,
up,
by the way.
man?
Hi,
Yeah. Hey.
Nikolai. I'm Prime P.
I mean, you can just say Prime. Like
Just
that's
Prime. Okay.
that is more of your go-to name, unless you're trying to be extremely formal. Then you would.
I'll just go. You can call me Prime.
I just look at the Nikolai. Prime is pretty fucking cool. If you fuck with her, you fuck with me. There you go.
Oh. Okay. No problem, bro. I won't. I'm still feeling good from what happened 5 days ago.
Have you been drinking all this time?
Yes.
Is
Okay,
he
just so you
okay?
know. No,
Oh.
family problems as well.
Oh.
Like we're a bunch of like welcome to the club, by the way, properly. But we are.
Oh no, I meant celebrating because I actually did something.
Yeah,
really
you're
good.
celebrating now, but he had family problems before. Anyway, long stories. We are trying to get this shit together. We're gonna go fuck up this dragon, restore peace to the fucking continent because I'm tired of hearing about this dragon and bullshit.
Well, I'll help in whatever way I can.
Prime, some of your other guild members kind of like look at you and whisper, well, you can catch up with them. We'll go ahead and head back to our rooms.
Thanks.
And your father escorts an acolyte to take them and looks at you. Well, I believe this is most of the people.
Oh, I look at the. What was the place called again? Slosas? Whatever the fuck.
Zolosis.
She said she was gonna send some supplies. I don't know.
Yeah, we can.
So, see, fuck that place, whatever it's called.
Yeah, the hot tub lady.
We.
I just said to my father, the hot tub lady, since he would say send some supplies.
When you guys start to head out, we'll have the supplies ready for you on the ship.
Yeah, I'm just telling you that they were coming.
And he.
Also, have you seen Rhea yet?
No.
I asked her to come. Okay, we'll have to ask Garby to talk to her.
I'll say, because it's been like 5 days, and with a lot of sending, she today. Sorry, my lights are fucking. Today she should be arriving in Zillicy.
Oh, she's already there. Okay, good.
So.
Very good.
Yeah,
Well,
she would have said something about, like, I should be getting there any day now, and I'll probably just stay here until you guys come over.
Yeah, it's kind of pointless to come down here and then go back up again.
You could totally tell her that.
So.
I just look at Nikolai and I just take him to the side. I'm like, are you sure you want to use that that one.
Oh, do you want me to use a different one?
Yeah, I'm just telling you, Prime is kind of chill, and I don't know how she's gonna deal with you being weird.
Oh, okay.
Like, you don't have to worry, she's kind of chill. So you don't have to use a weird one.
Hmm.
Okay.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna I think I know someone better equipped for this job.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk away. And let me look, make sure we got the right image. Find it. Okay. We'll use number 5, Joseph.
Oh boy.
Mambo number 5?
Well, I'm not changing
That's
it.
the,
You can just post it in chat if you want.
No. Okay, yeah. I had to look. All right, let me get my phone.
Very interesting. Okay.
See a half-elven woman with a very finely made jacket. Do see some not features, but more like similar in some ways.
To? Oh, to Nikolai or what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like what? What are you? Are you like a warlock that can change shapes or shit like that? I've seen Aya do it
No.
before.
No. I don't use magic to change.
I assume you did the other same person because you kind of went away and then you came back.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah.
Well,
I am.
is this your daughter? Are you like pretending to be a daughter or something right now?
No, I have different disguises.
that would be weird.
Yeah, look at Prime. Yeah, I agree, Prime. That'd be weird.
That would be very weird.
I mean, inappropriate.
So are you a wizard?
No, I am what you would call. I look to the left and right. Make sure nobody's. Then lean closer to them to whisper it. A changeling.
What?
Do I know what that is? Or does Prime know what that is?
I think these are extremely fucking rare, no?
Prime being in the guild and being part of the Solar Knights, I think you would know that most of the time it's rumored that Zlosis, the Steel Talons, have changelings there, but was never really proven.
No. Sounds like
But
the rumors that they used to like lean into and be like, "Oh, you never know who we are."
but
Oh, I did actually
that's
spot one of them. Never mind. I do know change. Like, I saw fucking one of them.
you with your good perception. You did see one
Yeah,
of
I
them.
did. Never mind. I take back what I said. Like, I know what they are. Like, oh yeah, I've seen one of those in Slows as well, or whatever the fucking shit that is called again. Hot Tub Lady Town. So what? You can like change your face like on command, and everything.
I can change everything, sex, race, and everything like that. But there's certain limits I can't do.
So it can only go up to a certain size.
That and there's one other thing. I still can't see in like dark places. So even if I change myself into an elf or orc or whatever, or half orc, I still can't see in
Oh,
caves.
that's lame.
Well, luckily for you, I can see pretty well in caves, so hopefully
too.
it balances out.
I think Garver too. So I think you're the only one left out. But then again, we're used to it because it couldn't
Yeah.
see in the dark either.
I'm a Gloomstalker too, so I get the extra stuff.
So yeah, extra spicy in the dark.
And I just thought it was cool.
Okay,
just
like
thought it was
Elite,
cool.
Elite
I
nods
did. I'm
like
not gonna
okay,
lie. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, but no, you missed like at least you missed the joke at least, mate. But it's good.
Oh,
It's
I
fine.
didn't get it. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's
Wait,
also
you
lame.
mean
It's a lame joke.
so? Yeah, I mean, I'm not like your blind friend or whatever.
I mean, he could still see, but in his own way. I guess he was always in the dark. Well, Prime, it's gonna be great having you here. I was kind of hoping they would send you, to be honest. But some people said like, oh, like we were like wondering if you were too busy training or not. But it's nice that you're here.
I'm excited to be here. Hopefully, I can do some good for you guys.
I'm sure you will. I mean, we pretty much owned that tournament already, so I mean that's already one thing that we owned.
We did.
I
Oh.
love it how we. It was.
I was.
I looked in. I looked
I
to.
was.
Do we still call you Nikolai? What is your name now?
Hmm.
Because like
So
Nikolai
is-
doesn't really add up.
Is he
Right.
going to be one of the assholes too, or is it?
Fuck the assholes. I swear to
Oh,
God,
yes.
I will fucking end
I was gonna.
every
I was gonna
single
ask.
one who mentions that again. Like, I'm so done with
What?
hearing that.
'Cause I'm not gonna lie, he kind of seems like an asshole.
Yeah, that's true, but
I mean,
we're not gonna go with that name.
what, Nikolai or the assholes?
No, assholes. What, like, but are you still gonna go by Nikolai? Because if we're gonna like refer you to as Nikolai, people are gonna be like, I mean, they're not gonna question it too much, I suppose, but at the same time.
Yeah, we can probably go with Nicole Edison in this one. While I'm like this,
Okay, that
keep it
adds up.
simple.
So we have Nicole and Nikolai. So it's like when you're any form of female, you're Nicole, and when you're any form of male, you're Nikolai. There, and that's straightforward.
Yeah.
Well, Prime,
And if we go,
yes.
and if I'm pretty good with talking our way out of some situations, so we need
I
to
mean,
talk to
I don't
somebody.
think the dragon wants to talk. But we can
Oh
share
no,
it
I
with
didn't
Prime.
mean that. I meant after this dragon or whatever.
Yeah, sounds
Unless
good.
you guys want, unless you want me to just die to the dragon.
No,
mean, I
that's
really-
not that's not the intent. I mean, unless you really feel like I mean, it's a way out, I suppose, for you.
I mean, I'm alright. Mighty generous, but
I mean, it's like going out with a bang, right?
not that kind of bang I want to go out with. I
No.
prefer whimper.
Man, I thought I heard some sad stories, but that's up there. You're not supposed to whimper, right? So you know.
No, I mean, listen, I'm
I mean,
not
it's
saying
okay. It's
whimper
okay.
as in
It's okay. It's okay if you do. I don't know how changelings are challenged in that way because they're always changing and always fluid and shit. And if like a whimper is the best you can do, that's okay.
Well, I mean, I meant more as in like, you know what? Never mind. This isn't helping my situation.
No, it is good. At least, I have to say, it's good to know that you recognize when you've lost, and you're only gonna lose more. Well,
No.
Prime, we have this plan, but we need to get the required people, which I am going to get. But it's the most efficient if I do it alone, so I don't have to drag everyone with me, literally.
Okay. What do you need me to do?
Well, you guys can hang out here until I have them here. Shouldn't take more than there. Yeah. Okay, so there. Yeah, it would be inefficient to go there from here to there, so it would be better to go like this and then up. Should we have them here by tomorrow evening?
That's very quick.
Yeah, we have grown in power, and with said growth in power, I have mastered being able to turn into an eagle. And with that, I can fly for extended periods of time, but I can only carry X amount.
Prime,
That's-
you have also noticed a very familiar young elven girl that was
Lucy?
yes, that was in the
Oh.
tournament against you guys.
I see Lucy's still here. How are you?
Been better. Been worse. Don't know how which is which at the moment.
Well, at least you have that positive demeanor.
Yeah, she's sort of the whole centerpiece of this thing.
What, is she some giant dragon or something?
Technically.
That was out of character. I'm sorry. I had,
Yeah,
I gotta say it.
technically. Technically. I mean, she has.
Holy
We
shit.
can explain it. We can explain it, or she can explain it herself. But she has something inside, like intertwined with her soul. And if we get that out, we can get the dragon to come.
She's like a key.
Yeah, and we know where the lock is. And it's
Where's the lock?
in Slissy on that. And there's a cave there with an ancient obelisk. But we need those people we're going to get to figure out its secrets. And then we're gonna go to war, I suppose. With a dragon.
Aren't you guys worried at all?
Yeah, but I mean, what choice do we have, right? I mean, yeah, we can go, and as my sister said, I glanced over towards my dad who's standing there. I'm like, she said, like, someone else could do it, but I mean, if people keep doing that, then no one will do it. As I said to her.
Speaking of, we need to have a talk, at least.
Like taking the garbage out.
It's not my fault. I didn't do anything. She, like I said, it's like she forced it on me.
Well,
What did you do?
Nothing. I just told her, like, I was just talking to her, like, about things, and then she was like, "Oh, no, you can't go fight the dragon alone. And me, I'm gonna come too." And I said, "No, Dad doesn't want that." And then now he wants to talk to you about it. I told her that he wouldn't want that. So that's not my fault, okay? It's like it's not. I told her that she wouldn't be happy about
throws his hand up. We will
I'm
talk
just gonna
about this
stealth away.
in my office.
I'm just stealthing away. Because I know better than to argue.
I just imagine like Prime and like the Rogue and the Gloomstalker just like literally like sneak off into the dark.
Prime's just like smiling and giggling to herself.
It's more like, guys, back me up. What? Where did you go?
It's like Lucy just standing there alone, like shit. And it also runs off.
But nevertheless,
yeah, okay, we can talk.
nevertheless, that is should be it for now, as far as we are aware of.
Yeah, I just need to go home. Quick.
Go take care of your other thing after we've had our talk.
Yes.
He looks to you, Prime, and kind of some of the other members, and he's just of the party, not everybody else have already gone. And he's just, thank you all once again for not only participating, risking your lives, but thank you on a lot of levels. If you'll excuse me and my daughter, we have some business to go take care of.
Standing there like the fucking child that's gonna get fucking yelled at. She's like,
I'll have, as he kind of gestures his hand out as another acolyte comes up, and I'll have them escort the rest of you out back to the tavern, and you can do what you see fit. Kind of does a slight bow.
I guess Nicole's gonna just.
She's just gonna test.
Yeah, what
I was gonna say she's trying to like rough ball guess how much it would cost to sell a dead dragon's scales and teeth.
So
Not out loud, but she's just internalizing, thinking about it. It's like, okay, we'll probably get a good amount of gold off of that.
It's a corrupted one as well.
Yeah.
You hear like inside your voice, you hear that, like inside your head, you hear that voice. That's a corrupted one as well.
So
wait a minute.
the rest of you,
Oh shit! Who said that?
the rest of you head off. As he doesn't even get to his office. It's almost like as you guys are kind of walking down the hall, and you're walking just a little bit behind him as he is like his mood that like crap, this is probably not going to be a good talk.
Everything's fucked.
And like he kind of stops for a second, and your mind probably is going of like how this is going to go, and kind of like slightly walked like next to him as he takes you,
like...
and he goes to push you, and you kind of like brace yourself into like thinking you're going to be pushed against the wall.
Like...
But you go through the wall as he goes into it, and you see just a very small room. There's nothing in here, just a kind of like a small room. And he looks at you and just, why on earth did you tell your sister about what you're about to do?
Hello, do you want to talk to my sister?
I know you, and that's fine. You could have
I
kept
didn't
that
tell Mom for a reason. I didn't think that she would want to go with me. I mean, the older sibling kind of bullshit. I mean, like, I told her that I didn't want it to go. And then I also said that you would be pissed off. I warned her, I said so. Because I said, like, you can't have, I said to her, like, you can't have all the family in the same fucking spot doing something stupid. Like, one of us needs to do something stupid, and that's me.
Still, I support you in what you're trying to do. You understand that, right?
I do.
I'm not... And it's like...
You can tell her to stay, no?
You can just see the tort on his face of, like, things he either wants to say, things that he wants to do, but, like, can't do either, and he's just...
I mean, it's like, you can tell her to stay, right? I don't want it to go either.
I have. And I have a very, very sneakily feeling she's going to actually take after you for once. And try to sneak off. You are to no longer communicate with her about this event. Do you understand me?
I haven't. Apart from that one time, I haven't talked to her after that about it.
Or she has been every day sending like, "Hey, what's the news?"
But I haven't said anything in particular. I've just been like, okay. That's going along. It's like I've been very giving non-answers.
You keep her out of the loop.
I've been trying.
Well, you better make sure you try extra hard at least. And if she...
I mean, I've just been giving non-answers. Like the thing that you do to people when they want something of you, you're like, yeah, we'll look into it.
If she happens to somehow find her way on that ship when you all leave, you better find a way to kick her off. Do you understand me?
I mean, I can kick her off. That's not the problem.
Elise, I'm not playing.
I'm not playing either. I'm just telling you I can, but it's like, what do you want me to just throw into the ocean?
Oh my god. Child. I already know that she's probably on the verge of telling your mother. And if your mother finds out...
Oh, shit.
Yeah, then she's gonna fucking show up and fucking kill me before the dragon does it.
She's gonna kill all of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. I support...
Should we let her go then with me, in a way, so that she doesn't tell Mom, or what? Because I don't want to unleash that. That's worse than a dragon.
I made this last night. You better find a way to use it and make sure she fails.
What is it?
And
what am I doing?
You can, like, you take it and, like, just barely unfold, and you can already see it. Slightly looks familiar to one that you already have, but more on a very basic level.
And what do I already have? I have so much fucking crap that literally does not fucking narrow it down in any fucking way or form.
Modify memory.
Ah.
Oh, shit.
Make her forget. She will be suspicious if I try to do something and be more guarded. You tend to be a wild card, and maybe she won't be as on guard.
Perfect. Italy just looks at him and like as he like starts like the fucking stars start twinkling in her eyes and rotating a little bit. She's like, "Ooh, yeah, the good one today."
You know, all
Oh, well, the
shit
bad one.
makes me
Bad
wish
one for
this.
her.
Fucking quit.
I mean, I can
So-
try to. I mean, I have something that can make it harder for her to succeed.
I'm just saying. I support you, and I'm pulling a lot of strings to try to get you what you want. You seem so determined about this, and I feel like if anybody was probably going to make a solid effort against this, it would be you. You've been the wild card of this family, and it seems like it's proven to work in your favor. But we can't have her out there.
No, I agree.
Well,
I didn't think she would. Although, did she her hair, by the way? Looks great, right? I fixed it.
look a lot better than that in a couple of days than what I've seen.
I don't know what the fuck she like. What like? How much does she need to study that she can't fucking take care of her hair? Is this wizard shit?
She's making a lot of strides. A lot harder than her average classmates. She's trying to prove herself. She thinks she has to prove herself.
Probably 'cause she's trying to one up me. I feel it.
Could be.
No, I don't know. I'm just
Well,
being a weirdo.
nevertheless, you got her in it. You get her out.
Okay. I can use anything I have, right?
Well,
Without
obviously,
harming her.
of course.
Okay.
Just get the job done.
At least not.
I'm gonna go speak to Nodrin tonight. And
Yeah, we talked to the other dragons as well. They're pretty much. It's pretty much a case of like, hey, if you show up, I show up.
Well, that's good. I'm gonna go speak to her and see what we can do. I know she's gonna help. It's just
I mean, you know as
She-
well as me, we all have to do this. It's like, this is our best shot. Like, we know where he's going to be, and we can bring as many as we could.
I mentioned to something. I didn't go into full details, but I mentioned something to her about this to kind of give her a little bit of time to think. I think she's willing to help, but she's been stating just something feels off. She doesn't know if it's
Yeah, everything-
about what we're trying to do or if it's something else. But I need to make sure she's reassured that all, like the defenses of this city, the outlook of all the other cities that are joining in, that nothing's going to happen while she's gone.
I mean, it could be that that they're gonna launch an attack because those people that attacked our city and others seem to be connected in some way. I mean, it could be that it happens when we're going for the dragon, that they're willing to sacrifice the dragon for that. So I think I don't blame the dragons for being hesitant, but at the same time, we can't let the dragon be free and be strong, get stronger. It's like I get it. I mean, I'm not stupid. Like they might see me as the daughter, and I'm not that old. I know, but I'm not stupid, and I can also see the connections, and I know that everything feels off about this. This whole dragon feels off. Everything feels off. Even now, like I'm not going into this being like, oh, happy-go-lucky. I know that it's gonna be brutal, and we might not all make it out alive. But what choice do we have? Like, are just gonna let it happen? This dragon roam free?
No. And they know what it's going to cost, and they know the sacrifice. That's also why some of them have sent some of their best. Some are trying to take more precautions than others. And I don't blame them one bit.
No, we
To
should
be
ready.
honest, I'm surprised you've gotten this far with this certain amount of people. I
I
mean,
mean, we made friends.
well, you've done well. And that's why I know and I have faith that you can do this. You seem to place yourself in a solid amount of allies from just watching the people come in and greet you.
Yeah, I've been trying to do the right thing. With a little smattering of do whatever it takes. Anyway, I should go mind wash my sister.
Just be gentle. You know
Yeah,
she's
don't
a
worry.
gentle soul.
I'm not gonna hurt her.
Alright. Out.
I just look.
It's like you just slide out. And like you can't hear or see anything once you kind of come out. Like there's nobody around. You
Hmm.
just kind of
Weirdo.
just like take it and go.
I'm just like,
So,
gonna go run off towards my sister.
you look around a good bit for her, kind of like in the library and some of the other places in the guild hall that where she probably could be, and you don't see her at all.
I'm just like, what the fuck?
You probably go back to the tavern, maybe try again another day or two, see if you can catch her.
I mean, I can try. As I'm like there, I'm gonna cast locate creature on my sister.
As you do that, it leads you outside of the guild.
Mm.
And as you kind of follow the blinking radar dot in your mind, it leads to the very same tavern that everybody else has been led to. And but as you go in, you can see there's a lot of activity. There's just people talking to each other, people trying to get to know some of the people around them, who they're going to be fighting with, kind of understanding of their specialties. And you can see Bill, who is kind of taking a lot more of a charge here. And some, if not almost all, would say it should be reasonable as a champion. And he seems to be going, like, getting details of each individual person and is trying to help ideal of who needs to be where during something like this.
As he's being super serious about everything, I just walk in. I'm like, hey, Bill, what's up?
He's just, hey, by the way, we have some things we gotta go over.
Yeah. I just have to go talk to my sister. Where the fuck is she?
Um,
She looks like me, but nice hair now.
I think over there, and you can see amongst your group, Prime included, is your sister, who's just been chatting with them all, trying to get to know them, and just like, so, are you guys nervous, or like, how, like, are you guys ready for this?
Not really. We're doing this to get paid.
What?
And what?
As I hear that, I'm
Yeah.
like, as I walk in, I'm like, what do you mean get paid?
Well, I mean, we should get a reward for this, don't we?
Yeah, our lives.
And
Business opportunities. Fine, whatever.
okay, there you go. See, was that so hard?
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm full of fucking shit right now. Don't you see it?
Well, hi sis. I was just getting to know your group. Since we're going to be spending a couple of time together, thought I'd go ahead and get started. I talked to a couple of my professors, and they've granted me a week off to help go deal with, some personal issues. I didn't want to ruin too much, but it really is nice seeing them and talking to them and getting to know them, especially Prime here, who you've met before and has done a lot.
Yeah, we sort of met like what was it with fighting Athens way back? Wasn't that when Clarence and Garbo got hit by a cart?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds as it does. Like that was fun. She was pretty cool back then, and then we fought in an arena together, also pretty cool. And now we're gonna fight a dragon. Like
They
we're
got hit by
upscaling. We're upscaling. Like we're going from like random Athens on the roadside tournament. Dangerous fucking ass corrupted dragon. I mean, it's a pretty steep curve.
Well, I was just, like I said, getting to know them, and it feels good to just be out of the dorms and like not studying. Like, do you know how many books was on my desk when I left?
I mean, I kicked off a few.
A lot more than that. But
Uh-huh.
I'm actually just really excited. This is going to be fun.
Uh-huh. I mean, fun is a big word, but sure.
And one of the waiters kind of comes over and is just like, "Do any of you guys need drinks?" And I would take one. Yes. You know, they really don't, like, looking at you, Prime, and is like, you know, they really don't allow drinks in the guild? Like, why? Yes.
What, have you not been to that place where I always used to go, where they have these 2 drinks?
What 2 drinks?
Okay, never mind. I'll tell you another time. It's very like Ayat and yeah, Clarence. Like they went a bit too wild with that.
Clarence did. Abe did not.
Yes, you did. You banged hookers.
I had okay. 2. They were not hookers. They were
100%. They were ladies of the night, my friend.
Yeah, they were 100% ladies of the night.
Yeah, like
okay.
They
You did
were
a fucking
good.
you did a fucking walk of shame the next fucking morning.
yeah.
That
You
is
were
okay,
you were
fine.
down on High Street at about like
To-
30 seconds. You were waiting, and they were there. Okay.
To be fair, while they might have been, you went into their den. So
Yeah.
they didn't have to go anywhere. You went to them. So
Alright, fine.
It's great.
Hooers.
so
If only 8 was here to be chewed out. He's probably getting chewed out somewhere else, so it's fine. Like balance is there.
Yeah.
I tried talking to the that young elf girl, but she seems a little bit shy too much, and so I think she went off with the kobold. What's his name again?
Garbu.
Garbu. Yes, that's what it was. Yeah. So, what's her deal?
She's the whole reason why everyone's here.
Oh, okay. Now I'm putting pieces to the puzzle. That drink comes and she's like, kind of just staring at it like,
Have you never been drinking? What the fuck?
they don't allow it in the guild.
You can go out of the
Don't
guild
break
and
the
drink.
rules?
Do you know who my father is?
No.
At least points at herself.
Look, you might be able to get away with a lot of things, but father has like high expectations that I gotta meet. Okay, so
Yeah, well, same here, but it's just I just choose to say fuck you. I'm gonna go out drinking.
well,
The bar isn't meant to be jumped over. Sometimes it's meant to be used as a limbo thing.
What?
She
What?
takes it and she starts. She like takes a little bit of a sip on. Oh, that's good.
Is it? At least
Oh,
no, it's fucking shit. It's not the good shit. This is
Alright.
like the thing that everyone drinks.
Hey, I like it.
Oh.
Shut up.
okay. I'll raise my head. Can we get the strong shit over here?
No,
Make
not
it,
the strong shit, the good shit.
make it 2.
Good. At least just sitting there like good. Internally, right? Internally, she's like good. Fucking drunk.
Good.
So
Good.
But
I guess, but it's just like late afternoon, I suppose, right? Or no, it's like afternoon-ish.
Well,
like, why are we day drinking?
it's
We're day drinking.
We're day
it's
drinking.
you know, 4-ish, 5-ish.
Okay, we're day drinking.
Day drinking, it's fine.
Okay, I'm just for the next hour, I'm gonna sit there and get my fucking sister drunk. I'm just gonna keep it like, keep it going. I'm just like,
Listen,
Try
you ain't
internally
going in this journey alone.
internally for all the people here, Elisa's just sitting there like, I hate every second of this. I don't like it, but this makes my job a lot fucking easier.
She ain't going about it alone. Yeah, do it, another round.
well,
I have my hype man here.
do a persuasion with advantage because there's a point that she does try to stop because she's like, she's feeling tipsy
We
and
have
she's like,
can Nikolai roll this with advantage because he's the person, or she is the person hyping everyone up to get more drinks.
sure, go ahead, Nicole.
Nicole,
Nicole,
God,
all right, here we
that's
go.
gonna be so fucking
Ooh,
hard.
that's low.
you have advantage.
Oh, God.
No. This is enough, especially for a slight first time. This is fine. I feel dizzy as it is anyway.
So we got a party. Gotta let loose.
No, we have a serious business to take care of. And at a certain point, though, you do feel a tap on your shoulder, at least, as Bill is like, sorry to intrude. Are you ready to talk now?
Sure.
All right.
I just tell let's see, Nicole. I'm like, go to this place. Ask for the calming one. And then come back and give it and say like that this is the primo shit.
Okay. All right. I will get up and I'll head to that place to get the calming shit.
Okay.
And then give it to my sister as well. Like, she will like it.
I can't remember how much I charge for it, but just take.
I mean, I just shove the money that he needs in his hand, or she needs in her hand, and I'm just like,
take.
I just deduct a random amount of money. Let's go.
Okay,
let's go
that's
talk
fine.
to Bill.
Fantastic. So, you. Sorry, I was looking at something like what? You go talk to Bill, and it's just more of he's like trying to show you and divide the group. He's thinking like this group seems to be for better at range, whether it's magics or shooting arrows. These seem to be more capable of up close and personal combat-ish, and pretty much describing things about trying to separate, make it harder for this dragon to.
Yeah. I mean, we all know dragons, right? Don't clump up, stay spread at all times. It's like try to avoid cones, the good shit.
Yeah, so he kind of goes over that stuff a little bit. We'll say it's like, well, this is a real time you're kind of really talking and getting to understand him just a little bit about how he prepares. Like he's being very peculiar about certain details, and it's got to be precise about it. And it's trying to showcase some sort of battle plans here and there, which is starting to take on a little bit, and you're like,
when he starts, it's like we first need to see how we're gonna get the dragon here to begin with. But I like the gusto, but prepare for maybe not the most convenient place to fight it.
Yeah, you're right. I should have thought about that. And he kind of goes back and he's starts making a new battle.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have several plans. I mean, we're gonna try to fight it in the open because that would be the most convenient for us. But I mean, it's a dragon, right? I don't know what to expect. We don't really know what's gonna happen, but I think your idea of spreading them out is good, is smart. I like it. It's just we need to be ready for not the most optimal fighting area.
He kind of sits back and he's just.
I mean, I like you for what it is. I like you more than the other guy who's just a ladies' man. So I mean, they got that going for you.
What was his
You
name?
seem a bit more. You seem a bit more confident.
I don't even remember his name.
Wildstar.
Oh,
I think.
Wildstar, yeah. Oh, Wildstar. You know, to be fair, he seems. I don't know. I just don't remember him being like that.
No, of course not, because you're not a lady.
Well, I mean, of course I'm not.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how do you know if someone is a ladies' man if you're not the person being targeted by said ladies' man?
You see, like, his face is just like, oh. And he doesn't say, it just comes across his face and he's just.
Just hits him right there.
Like, he's just like he
he's
doesn't
like,
know what
shit.
to say anymore. Like, it's gone into that awkward phase.
I just look at them. It's like, yeah, it's awkward. It's like when you think you know your friend, but then you find out your friend is a pretty awkward guy, and then you're like, oh shit. I know that feeling. Had it many times.
I'm.
Should you look at your plan maybe instead?
Yeah. I'll go do that.
I just look at them. I'm like, poor soul.
Look, you messed up his groove.
You-
All right, he had a plan from start to finish, and you fucked it up halfway, and he's just like, fuck. Now he's
He
gonna
had a
flex.
plan on how.
Welcome to
Yeah,
Elise
yeah.
and Elise in your life. She is, as her dad put it, a wild card, and she will fuck up your shit.
He had a plan of how he thought of Wildstar, and you just fucked it up for him already.
He's
like,
now
"No, I
like
gotta
going
think about it
back
like this."
through history, and he's like, no.
That's what that was. And that's what this was.
There's
Oh,
like
that's why he
there's-
needed the.
at some point during the night, you probably even looked back on him, and he's just sitting there like, God, no!
I'm like, you're welcome.
So
Although I'm not there
anyways.
during night, but yeah. Anyway, this
you wanted
Nicole
to-
come back with a drink.
I'll say at this time she has came back and is like trying to give to your sister, but then is like trying to now find her.
Where the fuck did she go? I look at Garb oh no, Garb's not here. I look at Prime, like, where the fuck did she go?
Do I know where she went? Because Prime's not directing.
I would say you probably would. Do you think you would be keeping a kind of close eye?
Probably.
She has been mingling, going to all of these people that are from just different areas, but she's
awkward.
blending in so well. But Prime is just like dead eyeing her, just watching her. And she, like when you ask her, it's like point.
It's quite the social butterfly.
She's been locked up and now she's trying to get out, and it's a thing. I mean, I had that phase like when I was 10, sorry.
We've all had that phase at some point.
Yeah, it's just that I had it 20 years ago.
Wait, you guys had
Um,
that face of.
Well, I mean, you seem to be in it as well in some fucking way. I mean,
Yeah.
you've been. Anyway, you take that one for yourself. You're gonna be fucking chilled out. I'm gonna go give this to my sister.
Oh, I got the fucked up one too. She talked. They said that about it too.
I mean, yeah, just don't mix.
Why? What happens if you mix?
You go onto a rampage in the night, and you're gonna have to be restrained and
And
With,
beaten half to
beaten
death.
down, beaten half to death.
beaten
Garber
half
has done
to
it before.
beaten half to death naked.
Yeah, naked. I will add that naked as well.
Oh
So if you want
wow.
that, yeah, it's pretty fucking wild. There's a reason why they say don't mix it. Baxter asked the
Okay.
question why did they even offer them at the same time, but you know.
Who wants this?
Oh boy.
Give it to the wimpiest one, not the strongest one. Anyway, I'm gonna go to my sister and I'm gonna be like, so you're mingling with the other people?
Of course, I got to get to know everybody if we're gonna be doing very crazy things, and
It's
she
like I'm like, here, this will help you with the buzz.
she kind of like goes to grab it, and as she hiccups, she just vamps and is like at a whole other section talking
Oh,
like
fuck.
grabs another drink. She's thank you, and that person's like, but that's mine. She just starts to down it a
Okay,
little bit.
she's-
Wait.
fucking-
I have a question. Is that the guy that I just handed the fucked up drink to?
No.
No, that would be fucked up.
Okay, that was
No,
Very
you
ir-
have to beat my sister down. That would be no fun. I would do it, but that wouldn't be fun. Anyway,
not
I
a
was just
fun.
watching. I'm just like, yeah, just take it. And like, I don't know if she does. Because she seems to be already fucking fucked up beyond belief anyway. Like fucking lightweight. That's what I'm just thinking. Oh, not fucking lightweight, more like lightweight. And I guess she's also an elf. The elves are kind of lightweight to begin with, so at least it's like saying that. But how much would she actually tolerate herself? Who knows? More than that, at least.
But yeah, so she's over there.
Yeah, I'm just following after. I'm like, ugh, I think it's time for you to go take a nap, maybe.
What? And miss all of this?
Yeah, it'll be here tomorrow.
Our first college party.
Also,
Make-
take that drink. That will help you with fucking whatever that's going on right there.
And takes just
Okay.
takes the shot, and
In her head, Elise goes like,
but
Gotcha.
like as it hits, and she's like almost instant, just mellow hits, and it's like one of those you've seen it countless of times. It's like the eyes kind of go big before they slowly go back to their normal size, and they're just whoa. I'm gonna go to bed now.
oh, yeah, I'm gonna go bring you to bed.
You're a good sister.
Sometimes.
Pat you on the head.
Sometimes. As I bring her to a room, probably the room that they have for me. It's like I'm gonna be. So don't resist this, okay? It's gonna be it's all gonna be fine. It's gonna help you with your problem. I am going to use the scroll. I'm
Make
gonna wipe her memory.
first off, make a persuasion check with advantage. Shouldn't
Sure.
be that hard.
I mean, you say that. 22. Thank God the fucking advantage is fucking saving me every time.
I'm gonna do that next time. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do the plus thing because every time I do the plus, it always ends up being like you roll lower.
What would the advantage be? Can you click the button?
Let's see. I mean,
Oh,
it would have been
okay.
fine as well.
Yeah.
See, it's
I
just
get the low ones. Then. What the
it's
hell?
just you. Okay, she's just like resist what? As you kind of like already have the scroll out, and you're like exactly, and then just like cast it.
Resist what? Yes.
So, what I'm going to erase is everything related to the dragon.
She just came here to party.
She came
it
here
up
to
with her
she
sister.
came here to party with some people, and then she went home. Like she got home, like brought home drunk by her sister and put in her bed, and she had a good time. Like she will remember that she had a good time, but she will not remember the subject of this party. She will not remember anything related to the dragon, and she will just continue. And she will, when her teachers ask her about why she is taking back her time off, it's like she thought she needed to deal with something with her mother, but our mother was fine, so she's back again.
Okay.
Covering all the bases.
And
Yeah, I mean, I
Safe.
I know that I've seen what she has put in motion, and I need to undo that.
And I should ask this, because I feel like I have to, even though I feel
Yeah.
like I could leave it alone and be just as much
Mhm.
chaotic. everything about the dragon?
I mean, everything about the dragon that I've told her that we're gonna do.
Okay.
And that's and like related, like essentially from the moment I told her about, like started talking to her, like was it 5 days ago, to now about the dragon, gone. Like she knows that the dragon is a thing, but she doesn't know what we're doing with it,
Okay.
and that I'm involved with it at least. And then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna, since she is fucking blackout, fucking drunk anyway at this point, and mellow as fuck, I'm gonna lift her up because I have the fucking gauntlets now, and I'm literally gonna carry her home.
Back to the
And put her
dorms
in
or
bed.
to like home?
Yeah, her home. What she considers her home.
Okay. Easy enough. She
I fish out the keys from my pocket, and I
Yeah.
look at the robe, and I'm like,
she
"Yeah, fine."
you
She can
notice
she can
like
borrow it a bit more.
when you saw her like at the party, it didn't look like she had it on. Right? Just normal outfit and stuff, but then like you take her home and you kind of do the usual, like taking like some stuff on to put it like more relaxed. She had it underneath her clothes the entire time. It's just like
I mean, at least she's using it, right? I mean, I guess maybe it's found its rightful owner after all. Who knows? And I just put her in bed, and I'm just like, she literally just stands there and just like looks down at her. I'm like, yeah, I guess this is how father feels, but
you kind of finish doing that, and as you or kind of like
I guess I would just go, I don't know, close the door behind me, look at her. I'm sorry, and then she closes the door and then just makes her way to her father to, I don't know, not so much report, but just, I don't know, I guess
you
for the internal sake of everyone, she just wants to talk to her father, not like report, but just, I don't know.
you realize you don't really have to go that far, as you see just kind of like down the hall, like a little bit further down the hall, not the way you came, but you can see, looks like your father just standing there, who just kind of nods in your direction.
Yeah, I'll just make my way. Well, that's that done.
I know it wasn't probably feeling the easiest, but it had to be done.
I just don't want it to get hurt. It's like I mean, I guess you know, where it's easier to do it yourself, and I mean, I'll be honest, right? It's easier to not have family there. Like that's why, like some people will be like, "Hey, maybe father should come. He's a powerful wizard." I'm like, no, I don't want you to be there. Like, what if something happens and if something bad happens, then we'll be too gone, right?
Exactly, and I know
she does seem to have a good time. I think she's a bit cooped up though. She seemed to have a really good time there. I let her keep the memories, but not in like, she doesn't know why she was there. She just knows she had a good time there.
Yeah, which is probably be the best. I'll say I just thought she needed a break to get out.
Yeah, I also covered her base with her teacher, that it's like, oh, she was gonna take time off to go visit her mother, but then that figured itself out, so she can come back. Because she told me that she talked to her professors about something.
Well, I knew you were the one with the plan. I knew you'd get it done.
I mean, I don't know. It's like, it's one of those cases where you do what you have to do, and you don't feel great about it, but I know there's too many ifs, and I don't want her to get hurt. And I don't want her to see potentially me get hurt. Who knows? And I don't want her to accidentally slip anything into mother, because then we'd be fucked.
That is correct.
It's
So-
mostly that. I think I was mostly scared of that. I'll be honest. It's like, as I said, like mother is like people look at this dragon, they're like, ooh, it's scary, it's evil, like it puts the whole like mother angry. That's like 10 of those, 10 of that. Like she would raise the city and everything around it.
Let's just say I've felt her fury once.
What,
That
in
was
battery?
the only mistake I have. No,
Oh, okay.
that is the only
That
mistake
is-
I've ever done. And I have always done my best to not make that mistake again. The things that she can summon.
I mean, maybe we should just have her go fight the dragon. Then never mind. I don't want Mama to get hurt. Like, I don't know. It's like, it's weird. I guess I'm also in this weird like phase of like where I want to prove myself, but then in a way I don't really want to prove myself. I just want to do. This has become not so much a prove myself thing, but more like I want to do what's right, and I want to help Lucy, and then it sort of became this thing where I end up fighting a dragon to help someone I barely knew before 3 weeks ago, because she's a little kid who doesn't deserve to be in this position.
No, she doesn't. But
And we're sort of using her as the tool, but at the same time we're helping her, so that's good, I guess.
some would say is a necessary evil.
I mean, we don't have the bad intention. I mean, like you've seen what that guy did, right? Like Clarence's father. That's evil. That's using people. We're helping her, but at the same time using that as a way to solve another problem.
I just want you to understand it can and probably will feel wrong. But
This felt wrong too.
you will do what you have to do to end this. You still have it on you, right?
I mean, it's the worst case thing.
You will make the smart decision, no matter how hard it is. But I hate that you have to go through it.
It's okay. I am a destroyer after all, as they said. Or well, part of me is apparently. Who knows? Anyway, I need to go home. And I'm gonna go pick up those idiots.
Alright. Take care.
You want me to bring anything from home? Or, well, I guess you can go there whenever you want to, never mind. Never mind, I
No.
said nothing.
Okay.
No, I know I said that. I said everything, but I said it in that order. I
Yeah.
said, like, yeah, never mind, I said nothing. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna go do my chaotic bullshit as per usual. I'm gonna go see what they have to say. I mean, I guess they're just happy that they're gonna find out shit.
Well,
Also, I kind of messed with Bill's head. You know Wildstar, the old champion, right, of Zinton? He was kind of a ladies' man, as I figured out. And I sort of told Bill that, and then Bill is now, like, going through his life, I think, and, like, figuring out all the nasty shit he did. So that's kind of funny.
do you think it's smart to be messing with his mind
I mean,
before?
I mean, it's like, it's only, like, it's not gonna, like, ruin him. And I also told him that his plan was pretty great, but he has to take in consideration that we might not be fighting in, like, the perfect scenario. So he was like, ah, shit. So I was also keeping him on his toes.
Very well.
He seems pretty nice, though. I like him. Better than Wildstar. Wildstar was a useless piece of shit. Just a ladies' man.
We all have our favorites and non-favorites. Go.
Do we?
Go get some rest.
Okay, bye. I'm just like, I just scare you off. I'm just like, time to. I just tell I just quickly go and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go home, and I'm gonna go pick them up. So you'll see me tomorrow in the afternoon.
When she comes
That's
back,
what
I
just see Nicole
I
under
am
the table.
starting to buy the. I have bought rounds for everybody.
You
We're
don't need to buy
taking
anything
this
here.
apart.
I just don't need to buy anything here. Just, oh my god! I look at Prime. I'm like, you see me make a face, and then as I walk up to Nicole, I just go, okay. It is time to go to bed. And I just take you by your shoulders and I steer you towards upstairs.
I grab 2 more mugs off the table as I go.
Yeah, it's time to go. Yeah, you can double fist that in your bed. I don't care. But just up you go. Here you go. And just stay in here. Fall asleep.
Ah,
Good. You probably half pass out as I leave. Anyway, I'm just like, I go downstairs to Prime. I'm gonna go get them. There's 2 other people that we need to solve this whole mess. But that means that I have to go to my home and then fly up there and then fly back again. So it's gonna be like a triangle thing. 'Cause that's more efficient. You keep an eye on these idiots, as per usual. Because you seem to be the straight edge kind of person who doesn't do stupid shit. Anyway, Prime, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Have a good night.
You too. And I'll make my way home. And then probably sleep there for the night. Oh no, actually I won't sleep there for the night. I will do something there whilst I'm there. You can go to the other people first if they want to do something before they go to bed.
I'm subtracting 8 gold.
Okay.
You don't need to pay for anything here!
He did anyway. He did.
You
They
did
did.
anyway, you put money anyway, and like the person service,
It's a tip.
Oh, I wanted the drinks coming for those 5 days.
Prime, is there anything you were doing amongst the night? Anything you're wanting to do?
Don't think so. I think he might be looking at some videos on.
No, I'm not. My
It looked like you were looking at something like intently, like I'm looking at something.
no. So I'm on my laptop right now, and
Oh.
there's this program called Nihimic that changes my volume controls anytime I
Oh.
exit or go in a program. So I was trying to fix it, and it's
Ah.
pissing me off.
No,
I
you're good.
apologize.
No, you're good.
It's good. Instead of
What
looking like
was it?
at least like,
We make fun of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What was it? I'm sorry. I was.
Are
Yeah.
you doing anything for the night?
No, she's gonna go to bed.
Okay. Like the most responsible person here.
yeah, that's why I said she's
Well,
straight edge.
she's
You're
in the
doing
guild, so she can't drink. So you know what I mean? Like, so
Yeah.
I mean,
has
everyone
to-
like at least points at everyone else.
Well, not everybody's drinking, but
Most of them, right?
there is some who's taking advantage of being away, and there's some who is holding themselves to a standard.
There's people who are like desperately
Ah.
trying to. I don't want.
So, as Prime heads off, Elise, you taking the family porter, if you will, back, or flying, whichever you really wanted to do.
No, I'm gonna go take that thing. I'm not gonna fly because it's gonna
Yeah.
take me the entire fucking night.
But you make it back to your old home.
I'm gonna go out the front door and I'm gonna go up to. I'm gonna fly up this time. Not as a big eagle, but as just a little owl, so I don't draw attention. And I'm gonna make it up to my usual spot, and I'm going to do my spam out all my star power bullcrap. Star Guardian, Starlight, fucking Starry Form, everything is gonna go pop off. And she's gonna sit there and gonna look at the dragon as it comes out. And it just says, right now, everything is kind of fucked. I'm trying to make sense of things and do my best. Even turning on my sister in a way. But I hope it's all gonna be worth it. Because things are not pleasant right now. You probably have dealt with your own problems in the past, and I don't want to pretend like mine are bigger. They probably aren't, but things are kind of fucked up right now here.
It kind of
So you know.
swirls around you just a little bit slowly, and it's almost like you see, looks like planets explosions. And you can kind of get the feel of it's like trying to showcase, possibilities of what could happen. But as it continues to swirl, you see that in some spots where there was nothing, looks like stuff is starting to form, trying to show that, in a sense of like, if and when destruction happens, life usually follows.
Also, thank you for calling out that the dragon will be coming. And hiding us, I suppose. I assume it was you.
It kind of stops swirling around you and slowly swirls like on a stone a little bit of ways, and you can see almost like it merges into a form. It's still hard to tell about the form, but it looks to be humanoid at least. More glowy, still has the dots, almost like when you go into your spectral form.
Yeah, it's a constellation. Like it's a person that looks like a constellation.
Yeah, and just kind of crosses their legs and their arms and just sits there.
This is new. She waves at it.
Kind of waves back. And as it speaks, it kind of echoes in a weird way. It's hard to tell if it's a male or female. It's just more of an echoey vibe. And it's just... You are more needed alive than dead at that time.
Makes sense. I mean, we all have our parts to play. And I don't know. We all have to do whatever it takes, and that's the thing that some people don't really understand. They act from ideals and wishing things to be different, but I know, my father knows that things need to be done, and I thank you for saving us, because I also understand in the grand scheme of things, I hold a value to you, to others, and whatever that is, I am trying to do my best.
You're right. You do hold a value that's needed at a certain time, just not quite yet.
Yeah, I've heard.
You're going to keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep getting stronger. You need to be.
Does it get easier?
No.
Figured. Well,
your life is
yes.
about to change to the worse. All
It's
of
already
yours
pretty
are.
shit. It's already pretty shit, so I guess we can add on some more.
Oh. Oh.
But I'll do my best. I'll try to stay alive. I mean, I've tried to set up the best we can with the strongest people we can find.
You see, as a wave of a hand, a book kind of like appears. A glowy-ish book. Doesn't seem tangible, as it kind of floats there for a second. And you see this figure as it kind of looks up. Make an insight.
27.
Jeez.
Fuck, I was great. I've rolled like 3 90s already.
It looks like
Or 2.
They are... It's not like they're thinking. It's like almost like they're looking at something.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of like even look up, but you don't see nothing that seems to be out of place or anything. and you hear the sound of wings flapping. And when you kind of look back at the individual before looking away, you hear very faintly, "Do not look away from the book."
Okay. I stare at the book.
As you hear the wings flapping, you hear something land quite slightly heavily behind you.
Oh, she did.
And you can hear its breathing. You hear the sound of it as it slowly walks. Make a perception? Sure, perception. More
Sure.
based on hearing.
25. Thank
It-
God I'm not talking about
it-
sub fives right now.
It doesn't sound like normal footsteps. Almost something like it's on 4 legs.
Hmm.
You have requested knowledge? Yes. Please excuse my intruded form, as it is something I must do, but I am asking for a favor. Not one that you know I'd take lightly. I am aware of what you've been trying to do. And I assume you are wanting to keep your identity a secret then. For the time being, if that is possible, I'd greatly appreciate it. As you're like just
I'm staring at the book. I'm like,
staring at, and this voice is deeper than what I could really try to do.
yeah, no, I
And-
understand. It's like I imagine like deep dragon voice or
It's-
something like that.
Not a dragon,
Okay,
but
Okay,
it
something
is
else.
deep.
okay. I mean, I still imagine deep dragon voice.
Yeah,
but that
sure.
is reference.
That's fine.
It's like reference.
You see, it almost sounds like a little bit of awkwardness. It's almost like maybe this entity is thinking. And
Mhm.
for a quick glance, you feel like you see their hands slightly move. Like
Mhm.
the individual crossing, like as they're crossing their hands, like they just slightly do something.
Mhm.
And just seeing how it can be of importance to this region of the upcoming events, I will allow it. But nothing else and nothing further of its past. I greatly appreciate it, and thank you. And the sounds of just heavy wings, almost like it's right behind you, just
It's the Sphinx-
start
it's the
flapping,
Sphinx.
and it takes off.
Like Leroy is like, it's the Sphinx. Sounds like a Sphinx. No, anyway, continue.
As you
Sphinx is
continue,
great.
like, heavily staring at the book, and okay, you may relax now. Thank you.
At least like,
That
Oof,
was
that's tense.
something I don't think you need to know. Just know that is something far higher and powerful than anything you could ever imagine. And they have granted me access to show you something that could be of help. You don't have the time to get it now, but the second you beat the dragon, you need to come for this, no matter what. Do you understand?
okay.
Because without it, you will probably have more higher chances of dying than with it.
Mhm.
As the book opens, and it almost like the book opens and its pages kind of like folds out of it and morphs into a bow, a very familiar bow that Garbu has made a mold of.
I've seen the sword.
Yes.
So I need to go get this bow, but no one has an idea where it is.
It is on a statue in Raqqa.
Okay.
But looking for it's going to be hard.
Mm-hmm.
But with it, you can beat the shield. And it's almost like the vision just blurs for a second. Just you need it. That's all I can say.
Okay. Well. Guess it's Raqqa after this. Can get there quick anyway, so.
Kind of nods.
Especially now with, I mean, maybe I can use one of those fancy ports that they use to get there instantly. Anyway, that's for me to figure out.
Go get. Well, no, I can't do that. Just. I've done what I can from my end.
I'll do my best.
I know you will.
Take care, whatever you're doing, and I hope you also succeed. I can't imagine the things you're trying to juggle.
Kind of like doesn't respond. But as I would assume you probably start going away. Or do you...
I mean, I think that you just sits there and it's like, just looks at it, takes it in.
Mm-hmm. It
like,
just,
well, yeah.
just kind of sits there and watches you.
Well, I guess I should probably leave so it doesn't become awkward. But thank you for everything. And I don't mean now, I mean before as well.
Just kind of nods.
Well, know that whatever you're juggling, I'm sure it sucks ass, and I hope you can find some way to solve it. For all our sakes.
The image stands up and just... And hopefully one day you can forgive me. And just almost unravels itself back into the dragon, which then shoots up to the sky to kind of disperse amongst the stars.
And he just smiles and like into the air says, I mean, you're already forgiven. And she will just go sleep for the night, or trance for the night and draw some stuff, and then next morning head her way to get the 2 Dragonborns.
Okay. On day 30, still a rainy day. It's going to be a rainy day for the next couple of days as well, surprisingly. So you head over to the location that they last told you that they were, which they were following, kind of like the river past Drawridge, and being in more of an eagle form, it's kind of easy to spot from a distance, and you head down to kind of start scouting the area, and you can see 2 kind of close to almost the tail end, close to the ocean side, or the tides part, 2 humanoids, and kind of get closer, appear to be the same figures that you were looking for.
I land next to them. I land like a little bit away, not like right next to them. I land a little bit away, and I make my way, assuming that they will see me as I approach.
Mm-hmm. The uh the we'll just call him X. That
Sword man.
the sword man. He as you kind of emerge out to them, and him's arms crossed and just like almost like without really moving his head, but just like has his eye on you, and the voice turned, "Oh, Elise, thank you for coming to get us. We tried to move here as fast as we can."
Yeah, it's been a interesting few days.
I believe it probably has been, and I'm sure it's about to get more interesting as we get closer to our objective. And
Deadly for sure.
well, we are going to try to help in any way and form that we can, as promised.
Yeah, we have let's just say gathered a group of mighty individuals to assist us in defeating what might come, or probably will come.
X just kind of like does like a little puff, and she's.
I mean, if you want to take on a dragon on your own, you be my guest. I don't think you. I think you. I think we all want some help. I mean, I know you have a pretty fucking cool sword. Like, I know where it's from and how old it is and how powerful it is, but I mean, that's still a fucking corrupted dragon.
Oh, you know a little bit about the sacred objects?
Oh, yeah. I assume you know, so I don't really have to be coy about it.
Yes, we can only locate very limited information from what they are.
Seems to be forbidden.
He has been looking forward to fighting the shield wielder for some time, but with that now being missing, that was kind of a disappointing part on his end.
Yeah, well, I can tell you this. I looked at the guy. The shield wielder was a bit of a... wouldn't say worthy opponent for you. Put it like that.
He just doesn't really react, and she's just... Anyways, again, apologies for a slight detour. There was something amiss going on with the village up ahead, and decided to backtrack a little and to follow the way
Weird
here.
with the village?
Yes.
I mean, we're not gonna go there, but what's going on?
Hard to tell. It's... From what we gather, there was more of a more maybe of a naturey vibe that was going on, but of the deadly kind. It almost... We can do a somewhat flyby. I would advise not getting close. But you could tell just from a distance that something seems to have affected that village in some sort of way.
Okay. I mean, I suppose we can have a gander as we fly. It's just a slight curve.
Yeah. Instincts told us to not continue our path, and so we had to make the detour. And I'm sure you might hopefully pick up on the same sensation when we even take a look at it. But nevertheless, whenever you are ready, we are prepared and ready to go.
Very well. Well, I hope you're not scared of flying. And I will turn into an eagle.
Okay. They, X helps the voice kind of get on, and then he gets on, and you feel like just definitely some weight from him, and it's just like, jeez.
Jeez, man, you need to go fucking lose some weight.
but with one of those you kind of had to like do like a running start to
Yeah.
get to get a flight going.
Yeah.
Um
Oh, thank fuck I didn't bring the others.
Go ahead and make a perception check as you kind of do a distant view of this village.
Natural 20 and an 18. Fuck
Nice.
my life. Although
And-
I'm rolling like a fucking maniac.
And it's this one here, by the way.
Yeah, I
Um,
figured.
But as you kind of see it from a distance,
I'll do my eagle eye see with it with natural 20.
it is heavily coated in some sort of like dull green mist around it.
Not familiar mist or
Nope, not a familiar mist. You can make a nature check. I
yeah,
would
I'm gonna roll crap. I will roll crap. We're gonna roll crap on it, but it's fine.
I would have said advantage, but because of your undruidic views of things,
Yeah.
if it was a regular,
8.
It-
For the culture, it would have been at 20 otherwise. God damn it!
if you were part of
Yeah,
that group,
I mean, the thing is, right? This is the moment where you don't go like, yeah, but I'm still a druid. No, I have stated on multiple occasions I am not a druid, so I will take the 8.
so
But it would have been fun to have another net 20. Just gonna point it out, double net 20s in a row would have been great.
that's insane. It even as you're kind of flying, you don't see creatures really going in it. You just see things almost avoiding it, and you kind of get this just weird feeling of like it
Bad juju.
it just feels off. But like what's happening
Okay,
to
so it's
you know
it's like so do I get the feeling like this is very much like localized here? This
It-
is like bad juju
you-
right here.
you see it as it looks like it really isn't going into this farmland. You don't see it like it's spreading anywhere. It just looks really heavily here in that location.
Write that down. That little town is fucked.
And
Mhm.
as you fly over the spiritual woods heading towards Chrisport, make a. How high are you flying? Are you flying extremely high? Are you flying
No,
like...
I'm flying like out of reach of every fucking possible spell, even extended range and bullshit, but I'm not flying extremely high.
Okay.
Because I still want to be able to see.
So just make a wisdom saving throw.
16.
Okay.
Kinda low.
As you're flying over the spiritual woods, it's just your mind drifts for a second. Like you want to get closer, but you kind of like it's almost like, you know how like you're kind of like tired, but then you like instant wake up.
Yeah, it's like I know that like like they probably feel the ego go like wobble a little bit.
Yeah. They don't say anything, but you just feel like just a strange little pull, but you kind of just wake up and just kind of keep flying.
If only Clay was here, because he wants to go there so fucking bad.
So
I know he wants to. He said to me on multiple occasions he wants to go there so fucking bad.
So anyways, but nevertheless, we'll say, you know, just a little bit late in the day, but not too extremely late, you make it to Chrisport. Prime, have you done anything, or Nicole, have you done anything amongst the day?
I'll replenish some of my arrows.
Okay.
I'll go with it.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Do you want to go with?
Sure.
Okay, yeah. I'll buy like 13 more arrows.
You
so
don't
I
need to
can
buy arrows. You can just take arrows from the fucking supply sheet.
Oh, I'll just take supply sheet.
There,
The supplies that we got provided to us
Yes.
for fighting shit.
Oh. Oh, okay. I'll take 13 arrows from the supply sheet then.
Okay.
We'll just do that. Yeah, that works.
Easy enough.
I can feel like Nicole's not really used to being part of anything.
No,
Nope.
not really. But it's funny. Anyways,
Yeah, it's funny.
Oh, I have that one rapier that I stole from or looted from one of the dead bodies. Should I put that on my sheet?
yeah.
Okay.
The +1 rapier.
Yep. Alright. I just remembered that. Oops.
So,
I guess if you guys haven't been up to much, I guess we'll just arrive at some point in the day.
as you arrive and everybody's kind of still around the same area, you know, whether they're outside stretching, doing almost kind of like practicing in a way. You notice within almost a day they kind of blockaded off not just the tavern but just a very small area around it, and allowing everybody, if they wanted to do some practice training, any sorts of the things, they have this area open to where people won't just kind of come in the way. So you can see people are, even though some were drinking at night, some were remaining battle ready, they are still prime and ready to go. No pun intended.
Yeah. I guess I will arrive. I know Garbo isn't here, so that's a bit. Now it becomes a bit awkward, but I'll just find the rest, and I'm just like, so I got our friends here who will help us and themselves with the issue at hand.
Greetings to meet all of you. I see some newer faces and some missing faces, but it is not my area to pry. Hope everybody's doing well. And I would assume Gorbu just kind of shrugs or just says fine. You know, keeping his plainness to him.
Oh, well, this is Prime. Well, her full name is Prime Peak, but you can call it Prime. It's easier. And that's Nicole.
Pleasure to meet you.
This is the voice and other person.
That's right. We never really got to introduce our friend.
No, you got a bit of on the wrong foot.
Well, hopefully, being on the right foot of things now. This is Dronix, or you can call him X for short. It seems to be easier for some people. And he just...
I almost got him D. I also got him D, but I think that's probably an insult to him.
He's just non-reacted to anybody. He just keeping to himself. And she... And... apologize. He's not more of the talkative type. He is more of the... As you say, the getter type.
Yeah, I've seen what he can do. It's not unimpressive, as one would say.
But nevertheless, hopefully we can help and make some sort of headway on the challenges that we have upcoming. So I thank you.
But considering that we're gonna work together, might as well get you up to speed on things, right? So I'm like, I look at Lucy and I'm like, Lucy, come here. So
Kind of nervous, but she approaches.
So this is the problem, in a way, if you want to call it that. Her spirit is intertwined with the spirit of a dragon-like essence. God, What's it called again? Voice ticker? Voice ticker? I don't know. It's fucking weird.
Bush ticker. Bush
Yeah.
tricker.
Whatever the name, like she knows. She has to correct me all the time because I just keep fucking it up.
Who?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird ass name. But he seems to be connected to. What did he call it again? The Storm King? Which is the dragon. Or whatever the dragon answers to. I don't really care. But when we beat said spirit, when it had taken over her body, a while after, said dragon came to maybe pick up its prize, but we had beaten it and taken it away, so we are trying to see if that shrine has a way to separate the two and lure the dragon there. And you, together with all these people and some dragons, defeat it, kill it, and end its threat on this continent. And hopefully save her in all the...
The voice kind of bends down to like her level and just come here, child, if you don't mind. I'm not going to hurt you in any form of way. Lucy just kind of like eyes you.
It's fine. She hasn't been lying so far.
And she kind of steps up a little bit and it's like she's trying to look into her eyes in a way and just, you do seem to be affected by something on the outside. And Lucy kind of just barely does her collar, just kind of showing the scales, and she's, I see. You are a vessel for this entity, this Bush trigger. Quite complexing. I've never seen something like this so intertwined.
She was dying at a young age, and because of an attack on her city, and two lizard people prey to their protective deity, and which was said entity, and it intertwined itself with her, from what we have figured out.
Okay. Well, we can see and
Platinum Dragon seems I wouldn't say convinced, but is giving hints that you three, and nods to X and Garbu as well, seem to have the solution to this. And it's up there.
we can go and see what we discover and see how a best way to help young... Did you say your name right?
I'll say it then, Lucy.
To help young Lucy here with her predicament. While we do want to free all dragon kind or even draconic kind out of its bonds, we do recognize that some should not. And while this one seems to have allowed your life to continue, it seems as though this one is not of a good one, and I am sorry for that. I hope you don't resent all draconic kind because of this, but hopefully we can find a solution to help you. And just, well, first we need to make it back to the temple again and hopefully the conditions are met once again and we can see what the information has to offer.
Yep. But I mean, I know we got off on the wrong foot, and I guess it's sort of hearing about Tiamat and Sid and what people tell us. But I'm willing to give this a chance for her sake. I hope I don't regret it.
Well, I will extend my appreciation to you for even hearing us out. Again, yes, not to try to convince you or to sway all of you, and it's really just amongst you guys. Everybody else is kind of still doing their own things. So there's not like a huge prying eyes or anything like that. There might be some people who look, but kind of go back to their things. Not trying to convince you or to sway you to our cause. It's just that there is information that's not like what is given to the rest of us. And we just really want to uncover the history of these great beasts and go forth. And while yes, I am a complete devotee of Tiamat, I have not once been asked to do anything that involves a disdain on a natural order of things.
And your friend X, there has been hints at a third entity. Is he?
He's a unique case, as kind of stumbling upon him was either by chance or by the order of things, but he doesn't know a lot. He just knows very little and is wanting to seek that further knowledge of itself, to understand what not just himself, but what this other potential entity is. And while he may not speak a lot, she kind of turns a little bit, like gesturing to him as he's just standing there for a good bit. He's been just eyeing Lucy, not in a like threatening manner, but trying to get a read. And then like when she kind of gestures to him, he kind of looks at everything, and he's getting a general sense of how powerful some of these people are. He kind of stares at you for a moment, Prime, but he's fought against you in a sense.
Yeah, not you, but you.
Yeah, he's seen your capabilities, and it's like he bless you. Anyway, he knows of your capabilities, and it's like trying to judge other people. You can see even at a point when Bill comes into like view, like he eyes him, and it's just like almost like he's finding challengers. But as she continues, while yes, he doesn't speak a lot, what little he has spoken has been in general intrigue of this entity, a calling to help restore something. But he doesn't seem of the, how to put it, like a dangerous kind. He wants to understand what this entity is. Believe it or not, he's very not trustworthy of just things that he hears. He has to almost see it to believe it.
A lot of us are like that. Hopefully.
I think he's in the right place, and fits once again of the trio that needs to be in an area to uncover more knowledge. I think only proves that he's just meant to be amongst us at this time.
I've been hearing that a few times now, where things seem to be lining up. Threads coming together.
Well, we do want to say again appreciation and helping out, hopefully stopping this threat. This.
I mean, I wish I would say I wish it was out of the kindness of my heart, but I'll be honest as well, it's not.
Well, this draconic entity that has been plaguing this land, he's not natural in some form of way, and
We were there. We saw what happened.
yeah, that it just makes him an enemy of our cause.
I mean, yeah, he doesn't look good on Dragonkind, that's for sure. I don't really feel like there's been an anti-dragon sentiment because of it, though. I think people understand that it's not natural, as you said.
Well,
But he has to go because he's keeping this convent in a chokehold.
you can kind of see like X kind of like puffs a little bit, almost just like possibly excitement.
Well, like as I've been like looking at him because of my stupid passive perception, I've been looking at him looking. Well, if you're looking for a challenge, I suppose that dragon is the biggest one you're gonna find for a good while.
Indeed. But not to rush on anything. Are we set to go, or are we going to be
We
waiting
can-
for a little bit more?
We can go whenever we are ready. I mean, I assume Garbu might need a little bit, but we have the pawns are the people are in place. The board is. We just need to set the board, and then we can put everyone in place for real.
Okay. So
It's up to us.
let me ask this then. So, do you guys want to? There's a few options you kind of can do. Option A, the group, right? Your party, along with the Voice and X, can go ahead, probably by Eagle, go back to the temple, and go ahead and do the thing while everybody takes the boat, gets up there, and possibly finds a location that it might be best to attempt to this brawl. Or you can just travel along with them and find a location before doing any of that. Which, regardless of whatever, we'll do it next time. But to already have an idea of what you guys are already doing.
I think we can travel as a group, right? Because I think it doesn't really matter if we're ahead or not. It's like we can travel as a group, set up camp on like the western side, because it was on the western side, right?
It was the western northern. It was kind of like up here.
Yeah, okay, yeah, west northern. Like we can make our way there and then have everyone in place so that not that we accidentally trigger something and like they're all way too far away because it completely defeats the point of them having here, right?
Okay. So, you guys would have been told, your father probably would have saw you off as everybody's heading to the boat. We'll say on this date, which is the 30th. Everybody heads to the boat. Your father tells you that we'll probably say you guys will be going to the temple the next day. And so, with a little bit of talking back and forth, he would say then that's when the three will arrive. And so, he, as usual, be careful, tells you the dangers, you know what to do, and don't waste a lot of time. If the temple thing doesn't seem to work in some sort of way, don't waste a lot of time, because then that only makes the dragons more anxious. But nevertheless, you all get in on the boat and head over to Zillicy. But no, we'll do that. You guys head over to Zillicy. Anything specific anybody wanted to talk or do about on the ride there? No? Okay.
Do you guys have anything specific to say?
Nope.
All right.
No, I got nothing.
So, we'll end it on this point as you guys go land, and it's a little bit towards like kind of getting nightfall. The sun was already setting as you guys were making your trip over there. And you guys kind of going through the town. Zero Drawn was there to kind of greet all of you and has kind of made something special, everybody to have a decent feast before making y'all's way out of the night. And as you guys are, in a sense, kind of being escorted to a specific location, I would include Prime on this, but you can kind of keep it to yourself, I guess, because it doesn't really play a factor for you as much at this time. Garbru probably would have noticed this. At least you would have noticed this, and since you can react to it the most, and Nicole, you would have no earthly idea.
Yeah, I ain't paying attention to it.
You see a very familiar person that you have been speaking badly about for these past couple of days, who seems to be at one of the stalls getting food and possibly talking smoothly to one of the female clerks there.
Oh, god damn it, Wildstar.
I just look at him. I clock him. I just go to Bill. And I just like stand next to him and not even take my eyes off him. I just grab him close, and I just do like this, like.
He, as you kind of make it
Told
obvious.
you so. Told you fucking so. It's so funny. Like, I'm literally holding this champion of a guild by the arm, like pointing out some fucking dude.
He feels kind of like a little bit awkward because you're doing that, but he sees what you're pointing at. And he's just like once again,
God
just
damn
like
it.
this. Oh
See, told
no!
you so.
He's just like, he tries to kind of like get out of your grasp. He's like, I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him.
I just like let him go after he protests for a bit.
No, he's just talking to him. He's just asking for directions. He's not hitting on him.
I'm like, Nicole, shut the fuck up. You can see it.
No, I was just fucking with you.
Do you say anything to him?
I have to fuck with him. It is the law. The law is whenever I see him, I fuck with him. So I'm just gonna like make my way up there, like sneakily as he's busy, because he's probably fully distracted. And I'm just like overshill him, like, well, see ya, up to your old business.
Flips out, just ah! Oh my god! What are you doing here? What are you doing here? And he's like,
I'm just like fighting a dragon. I heard you were also gonna go fight a dragon. I look at the lady. That would surely impress this fine lady over here.
Wait, what? What?
I said, look,
What dragon are you talking about?
I point over at all the rest behind us. He sees Bill and everyone else. And
He
he's like,
looks and he's just like, fuck. He just like
we're gonna
puts
go fight the dragon.
puts the food back on the stall, and it's just, I'm so sorry. I gotta go. You're like,
I just like I grab him by the collar of his thing and like, I mean, you can leave or you could make use of yourself instead of being a no good ladies man.
No. I am officially retired. Bill,
Well,
Bill is my replacement. He is far capable of doing anything and everything that I possibly
yeah,
could
but
have
who
done.
did you want the glory of fighting a dragon and impress all the ladies with
I
your stories?
have my glory good enough as one of the strongest people of the land, thank you. I do not need to fight a dragon to go do something.
I mean, I look at the woman. I'm just like, I mean, fighting a dragon would really impress us, right? And I just wink to her.
Nicole,
Oh,
Yes.
do you keep walking? What are you doing? I would assume that you guys kind of, as a party, walked slightly together.
Wingman me, come on.
But you
woman me.
see Elise
Wing.
holding onto somebody, and it looks like they're trying to get them to do something. But like, what are you doing?
I'll walk up there and I'll be like, yeah, it'd be so amazing to see someone as strong as you fighting a dragon. You probably can handle it all by yourself, can't you?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
this is entertaining.
Oh my god!
I need to see if I'm plus or minus. Please be fucking positive today. Yes.
Alright. You want to roll it, or do
You
I
gotta-
roll it?
You gotta roll it.
because You did the final persuasion.
Alright.
Oh, you don't need
23
You don't need me. You don't need me.
and 22. Oh my.
You don't need me.
Do you just use your words, or do you try to use like a little bit of body language, as a
Both.
as a once villain of Ursula says, it's all about the body language.
Both.
He's why not? Why not the most retired, strongest man? And he kind of speaks it out loud. Comes and helps fight this evil beast that's been plaguing our lands. And of course, there is some civilians that are kind of like, oh, ooh, ah, and he's just,
See,
but he is kind of staring at you, Nicole, as you stare back. Make an insight check.
I mean, I can see the fucking creepy eyes. I'm like, oh no. Oh no, Nicole.
Insight.
Yeah, make an insight.
Alright.
Oh god, you can fuck with
19.
this guy. You can fuck with this guy so hard. I just realized. Never mind. I'm gonna say it later. I said nothing.
I need everybody but Nicole to deafen themselves.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Okay. Oh wait, I put it the wrong way. This way. Now I'm muted.
So, same to you, Prime. Deafen.
Okay.
Alright. So, I need to...
She gave me the fuck me eyes.
Oh yeah, you're getting down.
No. Hey, turn your headset off. You can't hear this. I'll do it. Alright, let me turn this off too.